What is going on, all-terrain nation? Whether it be two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or these Broncos we all love to drive, this is your all-terrain nation, and I'm your host, David Boyd, and I am fired up, Kelly. I'm fired up, man. We've had
jazz
a good
hands.
Jazz hands, okay.
Because you didn't introduce me, so I just got to do jazz hands.
I'm sorry. Well, you can jump in at any point.
You all heard that, right? You all heard that.
Anyways, alongside Miss Kelly Boyd. Sorry, I'm all fired up. I'm all hopped up on caffeine, I guess, right now. But I think we have a pretty good show tonight. We have Buck Bronco. We got Mr. Jesse with Buck Bronco on the show, and he's all in with Broncos, and I really want to talk to him. And I want to introduce you all to him, and I want you to go subscribe to his channel. And but first, Kelly you have housekeeping you have to do, and I always mess this up, and I bring our guests in way too early, and you're like, "What the hell are you doing to me?"
You do. So hold tight, Jesse. We'll bring you in just a second. Terrence Mooney in the house. Brian Slick in the house. 502 Bourbon Crew. I almost wore your shirt tonight. And Seeker Bronco. Bucked Bronco, of course, is in the house. Dirk Connor, Nurse AJ, Bronco 78, Zachary Rogers, Maki Fan, Andreas Duval, Nikki Brewer, Michael Cooper, and Frank B.
Along with that, I'm sure we'll have many, many more on there. We got up to 40 now in here. So, guys, you know the drill. Comment, smash the like button. It just helps the channel. Believe it or not, just smashing that like button helps the channel grow. So we greatly appreciate that. Kelly, I did you a favor. I put the members chat. I pinned it up there. So the members, if they wanted to do that. So you don't even have to do that. I'm using the big brain tonight.
Look at you.
I know. I'm refreshed. We had a long weekend.
We did.
And we got to enjoy the Bronco. We had to put the top on the Bronco because it got just too freaking hot.
We did. It's, heat index stupid here this week. So a few more before we jump. John Burnett, Valley Dude 5000, Bird Dog Overland jumping in last minute there.
Right. Well, congratulations to Mobile Moto.
Yes. Woohoo.
Mobile got his Bronco, and he's been flying around in the thing.
Where's your hat?
What do you mean, where's my hat?
Where's your hat?
I don't know what that means.
Ray G asked, where's your cap?
Oh, I'm trying this new thing to show my bald head. I'm seeing how it works out.
He actually found a new barber shop. Yeah. He's never gone to a barber shop before. He's only ever gone to like a hairstylist that I got him to go to. So he's gone to a barber shop and they actually like did a manly cut on him.
A manly cut.
So now he can like show off his hair.
No, it's I seriously I'm seeing on some of the shows how people react to me without a hat because some people get pissy about it. Some people love it. I don't know. And the channel, we're trying to bring in new viewers. It's all about the ladies, Kelly, for me. That's truly what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, G. Williker saying hello and Flo Juarez saying hello too.
All right, so let's bring in Mr. Jesse.
He got a big boy cut.
A big boy cut with Buck Bronco. Jesse, what is going on, man?
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. I stumbled across your channel. It's been a few months ago, and I've quietly been watching what you were doing because sometimes I'm sure you've seen it. Sometimes you see some of these people, they do like Ford Bronco videos, and you're like, okay, let's see what they do, and then you never hear from them again. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm gonna play it cool with Jesse here, and I want to see what he's about. But I've really enjoyed your channel, man, and I see you're starting to do interviews and stuff. And guys in the chat, do me a favor. Buck Bronco is at 366 subs. If we could get that by minimum 370 tonight, you're going to make me happy and you're going to make Jesse happy. But if you like what he does, smash that button for him. But Jesse, what is you're in Florida, if I remember right?
Yep, Tampa area, Newport Richie.
Oh man, so we know heat. You guys know what real heat is. Mm-hmm. How is the Bronco in such a humid, hostile place that's known as Tampa?
Well, I'm a soft top owner.
Okay. Hey, fight the good fight.
It does sag on me.
Yeah.
Like everybody else. But
yeah.
It's just, I always have back, take it out, as much as I can. But it's rainy season here, so 5 minutes goes down the road and, it's going to be raining on you. So.
Right. Well, that's probably kind of a good thing about the soft top then, right? Because you can throw it back if you want to, or you don't. It's not like you leave the hard top at home and then you're like kind of screwed of, well, great. Now what do I do?
No, yeah. I had to go soft top. I had two Jeeps before my Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
So I had JL and I had JK. One was hard top, one was soft top. The hard top with the JK was such a pain to take off. You know, obviously if
Yeah.
you don't have a hoist or you're not by yourself. So I had to go soft top.
Yeah. Well, so what brought you into the Broncos, man? Was it that video, that launch video, like everybody else, or did you find it later on?
I loved the way it looked. It looked like a modern Bronco. I liked the the '90s Broncos. You know, the '96 the Eddie Bowers. You know, that kind of thing. My brother had a big black one. Obviously, I have a black one now too. But you know, he had it on 37s, and it was impressive. You know, I wanted one too. So when they came out with another one, I had to get one. So
Right. Yeah, oh, I definitely like how this is. It like you're saying, it's a little bit of everything, because it's a little bigger than you would expect. When you first see them in person, you're like, whoa, this is a little. It's not as tiny, because especially a lot of people think the old Broncos, the old TJs, they were small, still kind of, you could get them on trails pretty easy, but everything keeps growing up and growing up. And yeah, this isn't as narrow in the front as the Jeeps are. And you see them in person, they're definitely a presence. And seeing them next to, we did the Bronco Supercell East, and seeing these next to the last generation, the Gen 5 Broncos, you're like, man, they're not much smaller really than those.
I've seen I think on Bronco 6G, one of the forums and stuff like that. I seen a old 96 compared to the newer one. It was like a pre demo, and I'm like, man, they're pretty similar in size. So.
Yeah, and then back then you put 33s on those, and you were like, "Oh my God, these are just monster tires!" Like, wow. And now Ford's like, "No, we'll just do 35s." And in your case, you went massive. But before we get into that, so I'm assuming you watched the launch video.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, how many times did you watch it that first night?
I'm like a bold type of person, obviously by my build, and I seen that cyber orange. And I'm like, man, that front grille looks good. I'm like, oh, the Bronco in the front. I'm like, oh. So, and then I've had a lot of EcoBoosts in my life. I've had probably 3 or 4 F-150s, all EcoBoosts. I've had the 3.5, the 2.7. So I was like, whoop, 2.7 sold.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, and unless the 30 that's blown up, and then the press gets hold of it and kind of overblows that just a little bit. But oh, nice, Nurse AJ. Thank you for doing it for us.
Appreciate it.
Refresh your number over there, by the way.
Oh, okay. But you wouldn't believe, honestly, everybody, you will not believe what just subscribing to a channel does for content creators. I mean, it helps a lot. Look at that. You're at 375 now. There we go, man.
Appreciate it all.
we're making progress. But so you get the Bronco, or you waited? I'm assuming, were you a day one reservation holder?
No, I waited. I don't like to be the first to own any vehicle, just because it's just a lot of bugs they still have to work out.
Sure.
Obviously, we all know that they did have some bugs and stuff. So I actually ordered 2. I ordered one at a dealership that wouldn't charge me over MSRP. $100 deposit, and then I ordered another one because I thought the other dealer was dragging a little bit, and they didn't give me any confirmation, no nothing. So I'm like, well, I might as well order 2. So that's what I did.
Hey man, I like the gamble of it. And you got the second one first though, or something, right? I remember watching one of your videos. There was a weird story to that.
So I ordered it from the dealer that wouldn't charge me over MSRP, and of course they didn't charge me over MSRP, but I was trading in another vehicle, an F-250, which we all know they hold their value like crazy. And mine was, looked good. It was black, it had wheels, tires, it's lifted 6 inches, that type of stuff. So they just didn't want to give me anything for the trade. And I was like heartbroken.
You know how that feels.
I was like beside myself. I'm like, oh no. So luckily, as I was leaving that deal, the other dealer called me saying, hey, your Bronco is supposed to be in tomorrow. And I'm like, well, do you mind if I just head over there and we start talking about my trade-in right now? Right. And they're like, sure, and I've bought many vehicles from Elder Ford in Tampa, and they treated me like family, gave me what I, close to what I wanted for my trade, and the rest is history. So
nice.
Right. And so the other one, you just had to watch it go to someone else, huh?
Well, I told my friends about it after I got over the initial, like, man, I hate this dealer, type thing.
Right.
I was like, hey, I texted my salesman, because my salesman was good. Finance manager has the deal with all the numbers,
has the power.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I got a buyer for you, so I sent them over, and they ended up buying it. So,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Well, I mean, at least it went to a good home then, right?
Right.
well, I in my video that I posted there, everybody was like, man, you shouldn't have done that. Now the dealer can charge whatever they want for that, and mark it up
Mhm.
20,000. I'm like, no, it worked out.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. We're up to 381 now. So you
Oh
guys
man,
smash the like. Seriously, he does good content over there. But before we get in that, so you ordered it. Obviously, you ordered 2 of them, and you had a build plan from day one. Or how do you build? How do you plan something that's there's no a real aftermarket for just yet?
I instantly seen 37s on that 2-door Cyber Orange, and I'm
Mhm.
like, it looks great with just a 2-inch lift on that one. I think the pre-production demo one that the guy
Yeah.
was driving around,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, a 4 or 5-inch lift is easily going to fit 40s
Mm-hmm.
easily, as long as they build kits for them that can support them, the gearing and all that kind of stuff. So
Right.
that's what I started with, and I was like, all right, let me just start buying parts.
Man, I wanted to buy parts so badly, but I was just like, they're gonna be sitting in my garage for a year or so, and
And we already have a garage problem.
yeah, I already have like too much crap in my garage already. But but you, if for the viewers, if you obviously if they're subscribing to your channel, they don't know you went right to 40s, and
Yep.
you went you didn't go Sasquatch or anything, right? You were just a normal. What model's yours?
Mine's in Outer Banks.
Outer Banks. Oh, so you got the cool painted fenders and all that, but you said screw it, I'm just going right to 40s.
Yep.
I mean that's a ballsy move,
Yeah,
man.
I was just gonna say that.
I so obviously most of us around here know Tyler from Bronkbuster.
Mhm.
So he had them on 40s, right? And he
Mhm.
was rocking maybe I think he has like a 2-inch lift with a 3-inch body lift.
Yeah.
And he said they fit fine. So I was
I
like,
like the air quotes.
well,
Fine.
there wasn't many options. I was like, well, Rough Country has a diff drop was the only
Mhm.
one that was out at the time. So, obviously there's a lot of stigma with Rough Country, but
Right.
Mhm.
I end up going with it anyway. I've ran their stuff before. As long as you're not maybe using their stock, struts and stuff like that, then
Right.
I think you should be okay,
Right.
So
So you pick this thing up. How did you even leave it stock for I mean, did you kind of experience it as a stock vehicle? Because I remember before I think I was seeing some of your videos before you got it, like you were doing some building prices and stuff. And um, I mean, you had to be excited to be like, I gotta know what this is like before I like Frankenstein it, right?
2 weeks. 2 weeks. It was up, well, I maxed out a 5-inch to a 7.5. So, and then 40s.
Yeah.
I did upgrade the rear axle, so it is up to the 4.27,
Mhm.
the max size I could get with a non-Sasquatch package.
Right.
So I mean, it does it. I can actually still spin the 40s, believe it or not.
Oh, nice.
So I do plan to go to a 510 or something other than that, though.
Yeah, I think Ford has a 513 maybe
Mhm.
they're going to bring out. But my understanding is right now they're not going to let you crack the diff. There's nobody's going to make gears for it. If you want to, when Ford Performance drops it, you basically have to buy a built diff, which is,
Yep.
I guess, for the person that doesn't know how to re-gear things, because I've done gears and I do not like doing gears at all.
He doesn't really ever want to do it again.
No, I've done enough to go, you know what? There's too much riding on me screwing this up. So maybe that's a good thing that the novice mechanic can just grab the diff, and because they're fairly
Plug and
easy to
play.
drop in,
Mhm.
and then the whole rear axle maybe.
Yeah. Yep.
But how does this thing with 40s? I mean, you had to see maybe a little power difference, right? I mean, obviously the motor still makes 330 horsepower that you have, but it's probably a little different taking off.
Definitely taking off. You can feel it like coming off from a dead stop for sure.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I see this in these forums. Oh, I didn't notice a difference. You're like, you're lying to yourself, man. Because I've done this a long time. I had a 89 YJ that somebody put 35s on, and it was never re-geared.
Mhm.
And dude, that thing, I could probably never get it out of third. Like
RPM.
It was a brick.
Yeah. Well, you put it in fifth, and it was like on the highway. I got to go right back down. Here comes a hill. So no, it was a waste of time. But so what parts did you put on this? Obviously a rough country drop lift. What else did you do?
So I did, because I wanted to kind of fit the 40s a little bit higher than the average 5-inch. I did do the RPG coil perch collars
Okay.
on the stock non-Sasquatch springs.
Okay.
and struts. I'm waiting for custom kings to come in. Because with the 5-inch rough country, you have a strut spacer
Mm-hmm.
on top, which is okay. But I wanted a little bit more performance, so I had to order custom kings to come in to fit that 7.5-inch height that I want.
Right.
So that way I can take the RPG perch collars off and then take the strut spacer off and just run a true coilover.
Is it just you just waiting on the product to get there, or?
It's so as you guys know, kings are crazy to get right
Mhm.
now, and a custom king is like crazy. I originally wanted to go with a Beltec lift because you can actually get it to 7.5, and they come with coilovers and everything. But they were back ordered. They keep pushing them out months and months and months. So
Well, I imagine with 40s in this thing, like the normal Bronco, especially early on, got a lot of looks. I imagine with you with this monster Bronco, man, like people are constantly bugging you about it, right?
well, so like, are you guys familiar with Clearwater Beach area?
Mm-hmm.
So I took it down around like the circle and down the thing, and people were asking me to pull over, take pictures with it. It was, and my buddy who's into like supercars and like BMW and BMWs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like, your Bronco got more attention than that Lamborghini over there.
yeah,
And it was just like nuts. It was crazy.
yeah. Have you had any weird interactions though?
The Jeep guys don't like me.
Yeah, Jeep, they
Jeep
hate
guys
Bronco.
don't like any of it. Let's rephrase that. A lot of Jeep guys don't
Yeah.
like Bronco
Yeah.
people.
Which is strange. I mean,
I've heard a lot of people get flipped off by Jeep people.
really?
Yeah, in a lot of the groups that I'm in, like the ladies groups especially, the women get flipped off by Bronco guy or by Jeep guys. And I'm like, well,
Weird.
that's not very nice.
It's weird.
But most of the time, like FJs love me. They'll stop, and a lot of people just tell me to pull over, and they want to talk to me about it because
Oh
they're
yeah.
like, I haven't seen a Bronco like that looks like a 96 ish that's lifted a little bit more than normal. So a lot of people just want to talk about it.
Oh yeah. No, but I remember us being in Detroit and we talked about this a lot. Like we were going down one of the main M, what is it, M70 or whatever it is.
No, it was M24.
24. And a dude raced up in his Raptor. And we had this with no doors, no roof,
First
anything on it,
edition.
first edition. And we're already like, I'm nervous because I don't want to wreck this thing.
Sure.
Well, and his floor mats in the back are doing this,
they're
trying to
flopping
wave
over
out.
here.
So like my
Yeah.
hands in the back seat holding it down. So
our
that
daughter can't
way-
see because her hair is all just like this in her face.
Yeah, and this guy just honks out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I was like,
this
"Do you think-"
Raptor comes flying up, man,
And I
and
was like-
he's just doing this, and I was like, okay, well that's weird.
Well, and I said to him, I said, do you think they know whose Bronco this is, and they're just like thinking that that's who it is? And he's like, I don't think so. I think
No.
people are just like
Mhm.
loving it because there's not many in the area up there at all at that point because that was August.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So-
Yeah, it was early on. So what wheel and tire package did you go with?
I did the Dirty Life DT1 beadlocks, the bronze, and then I did a Cooper, the STT Pros,
Okay.
and the 40 by 13.5s.
Let's see if I can pull this up here, and I'll bring your page up so we can talk about it.
And then I do have a fender delete on there too. So a lot of people are like, "Are you crazy? You must be flinging up stuff."
Which one did you end up
I
using?
bet you are.
I didn't. So a lot of them that make you drill out the stock holes. I didn't like that because like
Mhm.
if you ever want to go back, because I got the painted fenders too.
Right.
So when I took those off, I was like, well, if I ever want to go back to them, I did the Bushwhacker. It's a
Okay.
it's a plastic, but it's got real hardware too, and it's black. So.
Yeah, I have the 4-wheel parts, and I got them just dirt cheap. And I was going to put them on the other day, and I was like, "This is a pain in the ass to put these things on." And the idea of then having to, if I want to take them off, I was like, "No, I'm just going to end up selling them."
And it doesn't help that it was like 100 degrees.
Yeah, that didn't help.
But
either.
yeah, on top of it, I knew that he did not like them enough to put them on if he did not push through it at that point.
All right. So here is the monster that we're talking about. And that thing is this is the first you're seeing it.
Yeah.
That thing's nuts, man.
I mean,
love
I've
it.
seen pictures float around, but I think people have, because I'm sure you've seen it, where people will be like, look at this, and you don't have any reference to whose Bronco it is. It's just somebody took a picture and just like put it up somewhere and then, hey, let's talk about it kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Very, very cool. I love are those bronze wheels with that?
Yeah, the bronze hyper. They got hyper
Nice.
bronze. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. How's it ride since you've went so massively big?
It actually rides better than like all the F-250 did and everything with Fox shock setups and everything. It's crazy how good the stock shocks are holding up on 40s and a perch lift too. It's crazy.
Well, Ford says just lift it under the vehicle, so
Yeah.
you followed suit and you did what they said.
Yeah.
Did they have any problems balancing those tires? They have to put
No,
beads in them or anything?
this place in Pinellas County. I mean, they do all my styles. The owner, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did they? Because I know some you can start getting into 40s, man. Sometimes they got to shave the tires, and they do any of that, or are the tires that good now that they're able to balance them?
He said the Coopers balance really well. So
Oh, nice. It's a
Yeah.
good looking tire with that too. I really like
Mhm.
the aggressive sidewall with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know you have a family, man. How do they like getting in and out of this thing?
My mother-in-law, my mom hates it. My kids love it. My two boys love it though. That they hang out the windows. They love being up high, and my wife loves it too. She loves
Oh,
to lift the
yeah.
top off. So
Nice,
That's
man.
awesome.
And the steps are
I was
probably
gonna say
just
probably a necessity.
yes.
those are the NFAB gloss.
Oh, nice. And they look all the gloss looks really nice with this. And I think the black soft top looks great because I think if you would have had the kind of that gray hard top, it would have just been kind of like off-putting or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one bummer for me with Ford, and I want to get into that with you a little bit of. I mean, you've been following the all the issues. You've been covering them as well.
Yeah.
Where are you at with the hard top? Well, I mean, obviously you didn't get one, and for other reasons, but I mean, did they look great to you? Or where do you stand with those?
I'd have to have a gloss black hard top, just like
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
It would have to be a painted one.
Mhm.
I do have the dual top group.
Mhm.
So once maybe I find one used or
Mhm.
or ADV, maybe I do one of those or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, it'd have to be painted.
Yeah, and it's a bummer. We all kind of got teased with all these things they were going to bring to market, and then
Mhm.
just where did they go?
We should have known better, though. Let's be honest. We should have known better in the summer of the pandemic,
It was COVID
where they
time.
told us it was. We're not getting political, but like they told us it was only going to be 2 weeks, and then it's been like 3 years. But we should have known at that point that
Oh yeah,
we weren't. It was all going to be prototype, but we didn't. We all dreamed, and we were all like, "Ooh, we're going to get all of this stuff."
Well, with some of the vehicles though, that Mach-E came out when they brought it out, I think a month or two before Bronco, and it was ready to go.
Yeah.
And then with this one, suddenly it was like, well, the painted tops. Well, we're not going to be able to do that till 22. Well, that turned into not till 23, which they're teasing. By the way, we got some news. We're going to talk about that later on. But yeah, I've told with our Rapid Red, I was like, I would like honestly a matching red with the roof, and I don't think you were into that, right?
Mm-mm. No.
What about painted black though? That gloss black.
Yeah, I could get on board with that because all the rest of our stuff is black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just the gray, man, for me. And then you guys in Florida probably see it more than anybody. All the top splitting.
Yep.
Because all the humidity. What's your opinions on all that?
It's just I think they rushed it a little much. I think they could have did they want to get it out there. I know that, but it's just like why this was such a hyped up that you had time. You should have took a lesson from Jeeps. I've had JK and a JL. My top never would do that. It never did that, and it fit fine. Stuff like that. So I just don't understand the issues that they have.
And I wonder, just kind of talking about it, they like we talked about, they came out of the gate and said, "Hey, we're gonna do these beautiful I can't speak tonight. These beautiful tops." I wonder if once they started really kind of thinking about it, going, maybe these are kind of suspect. Like maybe the ones we're working with, maybe we shouldn't go that far into it,
right?
And chose to just stick with the muted and see what they could get away with.
Well, they're definitely with the cardboard inner core. They're trying to go lighter, definitely. And I don't know if Jeep if it, because my understanding of Bostos does make some of their stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know if Jeep has that patent on the way they do it, and Ford had to come up with a unique way. And I know it was weird. A company, Bostos is a German company. I think it was an Italian company that actually developed the core for these things. It was a lot of like hope and prayers. I feel like they were doing with these things, and then they start splitting, and now I'm hearing the Gen 2 tops are splitting.
Yeah.
Well, Mobomoto said his hard top looks sus in a few spots.
Oh, I don't doubt it at all. And I would definitely have those, especially because Mobile, you just got yours. I would definitely have it documented at your dealership. If like
right now.
Yeah. Of like, hey, so I'm not asking for the top just yet, but let's
get this in my record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So soft top in Florida, obviously there's the rain and stuff to deal with. Have you been paying attention to the top splitting at all?
Mine, knock on wood. No window gap issues, no splitting of and all my windows fit good, no leaks.
Good.
So, and it stays outside. It's not garage kept. So
nice.
Yeah. Nice. The way they should, honestly. Come
right.
on. If you're going to use
wild.
it. Well, a lot of these are third vehicles for people, so I get it. But no, you can't keep the horse in the stable all the time. You got to let it out every once in a while.
You got to let it free.
That's right, man. I'm a peacock captain. You got to let me fly on this one, man.
I knew you were going to go there. I knew you couldn't wait.
But so yours is 22, right?
22, yeah.
Where were you at with some of the changes they made, like the old AC dials and all that?
It would have been nice to have the readouts. But if it got me my Bronco quicker, I didn't really care.
Yeah, I happened to look at ours the other day because we have the readouts on ours, and my Jeep has it in the screen, and I'm like, as long as I know when I turn the knob what it says, I really don't care where it's at.
I don't know. I've grown accustomed to it being on the dial now. And I think it's weird when it's in the Jeep on the screen, just because I drive the Bronco much more than I drive the Jeep too. So you kind of get used to a standard, I guess.
Yeah, Jesse, she's a Jeep hater is what she's trying to say.
I'm not a Jeep hater. I just have preferences.
So you came from Jeep World, man. What was your expectations, and where's your highs and lows with the Bronco versus Jeep?
Definitely, Ford definitely. I mean, I haven't drove the 392. But I mean, just for the engines that they, I have drove, it's just so much better than the V6 that they have. I mean, for off-roading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would say it's toss up whatever you like. A turbo engine, non-turbo engine, gearing, big engine, 392. Electric. So I guarantee there's going to be an electric Bronco here sooner.
Oh, there's a hybrid coming. Yes.
Yeah.
But so I mean. Independent front suspension, solid axle. Where are you at with that?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Every time I started to upgrade, and case in point, I did try to do some of the suspension stuff on my first JK. I would get the death wobble. I would have to tweak everything down, double check everything, finally fix it. Something would go out of whack. I'd start all over. Yeah. It's just, I just feel like the front end on that, it's just not as good as a ride as a Bronco for sure. Yeah. Even on my 40s, I can go, I'm on the highway going 70, 75, 80, and I can hold it straight. No issue.
That's awesome. That's awesome news, because I know that I took the Jeep to Florida for a girls trip, and I didn't realize until I got back and drove the Bronco on another trip, like how stressed out I was driving the Jeep, because I mean, I could tell I was stressed going down, but I didn't realize how good it could be until we had the Bronco, because it was like we were driving late at night, and like one tiny little move and like the whole truck is going over here in the Jeep, but the Bronco, like, you're not worried about you going in the other lane, and it's just, it's for us.
See, that's Jeep's alert system is what it is. They keep you at late at night. They want you to be alert, so they're like, let's just make the truck wander all over the place.
They want you to sway in and potentially hit semi trucks late at night. That's what I'm hearing.
So what's funny, I have the lane departure, right? So on 40s, it just feels like I'm going, a little too far. But I do leave it on because I like the feature.
Yeah.
So you have the Lux or high package, right?
I got high. Yeah.
Oh, high. Any issues when you lifted it with any of the sensors or anything, or?
I did get the traction control issue,
Mhm.
but I went into Forescan and I tweaked some settings and stuff like that, and it went away. So
Yeah.
Nice.
But other than that, nothing.
Nope.
That's nice. That's nice to hear. I know. Other than I know what. So you have the front sensor too in the high package, right? Or no?
Mhm.
I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've got the factory bumper still right now, right?
yeah, the module. Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, when you change that out, that's when all the fun nightmare starts.
I did change the rear one though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to change ours as well.
Yes.
That's a story to come, though. Yeah. So how was that?
Don't
The
worry. about
sensors
something.
are a pain. The sensors.
Yeah.
And what some of the companies don't tell you is obviously the high trims with the bumper that they have is different sensors than some of the Lux package trim sensors.
Right.
So you have to really pay attention to that because they wanted to use epoxy and
Mhm.
my sensors weren't really fitting, so I had to kind of trim them and kind of customize them a little bit.
Mm.
Well, I know our buddy with Lifestyle Off-Road, they of course
Mhm.
they buy these CAD files from Ford and these things, and it was just a generic CAD file, and they didn't realize that the plastic bumpers versus the metal dumpers, all the clips are different. The
Yep.
way the sensors attach
Until they put it on our Bronco and then tried to
Yeah.
put the sensors on, and they were like, this isn't the same.
Yeah.
Like-
and it was like, oh, what do we do? And I was like, well, you're not selling me that bumper. I can tell you that.
Right? It was going to stay on the truck, but didn't this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are some of your favorite companies out there right now that you're seeing for maybe that you haven't purchased just yet, but that you're seeing that's kind of piqued your interest?
I did want a swing out tire carrier. So right
Yeah.
now I'm rocking the Hammer built spare tire reinforcement.
Mhm.
I'm using a spacer and knock on wood again. A lot of firsts for me because I'm just trying things out. The 40 does flex my tailgate a little bit, but it's still holding up. So
Well, I'm going to give you props because I don't know how many times we have seen folks. Nobody we know, because I just am not gonna even. Luckily, we've not had any friends that have not been this smart about it, but we see so many vehicles that modify their driving tires, but then they just leave it stock on the rear
Oh, we
end,
saw
and
one
you're
the
just
other day.
like, dude, you're screwed.
We saw one on
Like-
37s the other day with his
Yeah.
Big Ben factory wheel in the back. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, it's like you're just in trouble.
Yeah, or they take them off, which I guess people like the look, but I would hate to be down the road with a 35, 37-inch tire, you get a flat, and then you're like, well, time to call AAA, I guess, because
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was the
moving.
Bronco we saw the other day, right? Is that the one you were talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah, here in town. We were like, silly person. The rest of your truck looked good, but the fact that you didn't pay for the full size spare is just crazy to me.
Right. Guys, we're at 386. I would really like to break 400 for him tonight, man. So if you got to go smash the sub button, watch a couple of his videos. It'll make Jesse's day. And smash like on this video, by the way. Got 82 in chat right now and only 47 likes. Kelly, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
It doesn't cost you anything. Even the sub. Some people, we believe it or not, we've had people
I
go,
told him,
does it cost us to sub? And they're like, no. What, like, I guess there's a lot of, since the pandemic, there's so many new
subscription
people.
boxes and subscription things and subscription everything that they think everything costs something.
Well, I guess because a lot of people from the pandemic came to YouTube not knowing what it was.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what does this cost?
Well, I mean, what else are they going to watch? You can only watch so much TV when you're stuck in your house.
That's true. That's true. So what are some of the things you're working on, man? I see you're talking about over MSRP. You've talked to our buddy Luke with Lifestyle. It looks like you've talked to is it Bill with Evil Trucks? Evil.
You lost him.
We lost him. No, I said sub to his channel and he left us. He's like, I'm out.
His connection was a little spotty, so it might have been.
I did happen to. Well, while we're waiting for him to come back, let's do some house cleaning.
Yeah, we'll do some house cleaning.
I seen a super chat pop through.
Yes,
which
you did.
I greatly appreciate those more than ever right now, because if this sounds horrible, but YouTube has killed the ad revenue. So we're making pennies right now, and we got some trips coming up. So when you guys do that, I bow down to you a lot. I mean that.
Andrea coming in with that
I
super
know,
chat right
Andrea's
there.
always
Look at
coming in
there.
flex,
Look
man.
at there.
Mr. Global Traveler there.
Right? I know, living everybody's dream, driving around the country in their
I know.
vehicle. 502 Bourbon Crew said built on June 20th when I was in Yuma. Delivery estimate keeps pushing back a week at a time, though. Currently July 5th through 11th.
That's the worst.
And today is the 5th, man.
You know what's weird? Because like Heidi and some of these, theirs for build dates, and they got them like quickly.
Yeah.
Like quickly, and then
because she was a June 13th or something
like
build,
that.
I think. Yeah, and hers is waiting on her. She's actually out of town.
Yeah. Dude, I can't wait for you to get that though.
I know.
But just remember this. I know the waiting sucks, but you know it's built, you know it's shipping, so you're just that much closer. But this is the worst. We've said it many times. This is the worst time.
Waiting for it to come in is the worst.
What's up, John Love?
So John Love says, "What's up, All Terrain family? You're not heading to Wisconsin? We could not make it work."
Part of that is since that's the first year of that one.
Wow, you're laying it all on the table.
Yeah, why not? I don't know what to expect with that, and I'll be honest. Like I said earlier, and I'm not begging for money by any means. YouTube January 1 killed the ad rates. So obviously you guys watch an ad and stuff happens, and it's killed our travel budget pretty badly this year. So we have an off-roading trip coming up that in 2 weeks, something like that, with Jim and Kelly.
No, it's in August.
No, the July, I forget, sometime middle of the month. We were going to Nemo. We were going to Nemo Tunnel.
Oh, it's like the weekend of the 15th or something.
But they've closed Nemo Tunnel, unfortunately.
Yes.
And but what happens is the ad rates are down. It kills the travel budget. So I would, if we were doing as good as the channel was doing last year, and this is across the board with YouTube, by the way.
Yeah, just so anybody that you subscribe
all creators
to, kind of
are
the same
fussing and bitching about the same thing.
Yes.
But Dirk coming in clutch, man.
Thank you.
Coming in clutch, man.
Sticker.
Maybe Jesse's came back. I don't see him there just yet.
Bird Dog Overland says, "I'll be at Wisconsin Celebration on Friday. Hope some of you all will be in person."
Tim with Overlanding for Fun, I believe, will be there.
And
I think
so
Dwayne and Gavin.
I was just gonna say Overlanding for Fun.
There's big names coming. So
Bronco Wild Outdoors is gonna be there.
I think Jesse had a computer go. The battery went out. That's what I think.
Are we betting?
Well, it looks like he's scrambling with his phone from the back door. We can see.
Mark King says, "Going down on the 23rd to get my bumpers from Lifestyle Off-Road." I'm
excited,
man. For you.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to when you get back, Mark. We're going off-roading, buddy.
Yes, we are.
We're definitely, because I want to say that's around the time we're actually going with Jim and Kelly, which I think Mark and them would love Jim and Kelly.
Oh yes,
they would. I think they would get along great.
You would totally love them.
But August we've got. Well, you're going to the
Welcome in,
ladies,
Austin. Yeah, I'm going to the all ladies off rodeo in July, and then August. And then the weekend before that, we're going to wheeling with our local friends, and then in August it's back to school already, and softball starts up already, and then we have, what's our schedule?
Guys, we need 9 more subs for Buck Bronco to hit that 400 sub goal for me. If you guys, I mean, it would mean a lot to me if just go sub to his channel, man, and check it out. Show a little bit of love to the Bronco community.
We are going to Jeep Invasion
in a Bronco, as Kelly was talking, she was talking about being flipped off and all that. So that
we're probably going to get flipped off a lot there.
A lot, but we're going to get to meet Alan with Diabolical there.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun.
Maybe Dream Cruise. Yep. He might be going by himself, or I might fly up for that. September, we might have another press event in September.
Yes, because we're part of Texas Auto Writers Association, and now Kelly, what are we a part of?
Mama.
Midwestern Auto Writers Association.
Yeah, I don't know what it stands for.
Yeah,
I just know it's all going to be in the Midwest area.
Yeah, so that should open up the door to Ford and Chevrolet to
some cars and things like that too. And then SEMA we have in November, of course, at the end of October, beginning of November.
Oh, he said his power went out.
Oh no!
Let's. Are you there, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Man,
I-
so many
I'll
subs,
I-
and
my power's out in my house, so I jumped in my Bronco. So
oh, that's awesome,
I
man.
have to say, you are the first
Nope,
guest that
nope,
we have had
nope.
that's had power outage
Oh, power outages
in the middle, in a true power outage, not
Yeah.
just like the camera dying on them or the laptop dying on them. Like you are true
No.
blown power outage.
That's awesome, though,
I
man.
apologize.
No, please don't apologize. Makes it fun anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Not for you, I'm sure, but
Jesse, we are 6 subs away from
Yeah,
breaking
right.
400 for you, man.
yeah, you're at 394
Wow.
right now.
Guys,
This
trust
show,
me.
the dedication to the show. So
Yeah, no. They if they like us, they're gonna love you, man.
Yes, for sure.
So what's coming up? I won't keep you too long because I know this is a hassle for you doing it this way. What's coming up with your channel? What can we expect down the road?
So I have that Christmas in July event next weekend. So expect some
Mhm.
footage there and some photo shoots with some other members of the community. Hoping to get a lot of pictures there, with other people from the community. So expect that on my channel to drop. And then I do have some more installs. I just installed the Oracle fog light kit.
Oh, nice.
I have a Bronco dash kit for on top.
Mhm.
John, thanks for commenting. I definitely do plan on doing some live stream. Just trying to work it into my schedule here.
Electricity helps that, John.
Yeah.
You guys sub so much, you knocked his power out of his house, man.
But no, definitely more installs. I was trying to get this. I'm wrapping my Bronco.
Oh, nice.
But I'm gonna do it in a retro pattern down the sides, but with some maybe some camo or some American flag type stuff.
Okay,
cool.
So look for that on my channel. I'm gonna document that whole process.
Nice. So we got a comment here. It says, if you had to order again, would you order the same model and configuration?
I think I would, because I have the roast. Actually, I can't. I was gonna show you. I have the. It's too dark in here. I don't have.
The roast goes well with your rims.
Yeah, no, I love the brown interior. It really does. Definitely. I got the marine grade leather. And then I do have the bigger screen too. No, I don't think I would. Unless they offered a higher gear package for the Outer Banks trim.
Right.
Yeah.
Beyond Sasquatch. I didn't want to do Sasquatch because I knew I was going to lift it. So
yeah.
No, I don't think I would.
Oh, there you go. 396 subs. We were 4
so
away.
What would you go with then if you went with a different configuration? What would be your build?
I do like the eruption green color.
Yeah.
I think if they introduce some special color, obviously I like the Bronco Raptor code orange. Just because it's such a striking color, and but obviously you won't get it on a regular Bronco. But I think maybe I would go with a I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Because you've already. Yeah. I was gonna say, because you've already got what you want at this point. So and you're building, making it gorgeous for you already. So why look at the next vehicle just yet?
No, yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, Jesse, I'm going to let you go. I know I appreciate you being a trooper and coming back here, man.
No, I appreciate it. I apologize, guys.
No,
please,
no. We'll definitely have you back on down the road, and
sure.
we'll talk more because I want to see what you're doing with this thing. So, where can they find you, and where should they follow you?
Definitely follow me on my YouTube channel, as you guys are posted in the comments here. Definitely, YouTube search Buck Bronco. Definitely follow me on Instagram. It's Bucked Bronco _. There are a lot of Buck Broncos, but I don't think you'll find another one on 40s. but yeah, definitely reach out to me on Instagram. Those two.
We lost him again.
Lost him.
No, did we? Is he back? No.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Mike's gone.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pull Jesse out there, guys. Thank you so much for helping us try to get him. You wouldn't believe like, a 25 sub day for a smaller channel like that. It means a lot, man. And he definitely seems like an awesome guy. And next time we're in Florida, we're definitely gonna have to stop by and
For
see
sure.
That's
For
a
sure.
monster.
That is a monster.
That's like if we had like several vehicles,
Mhm.
like I would do something like that and love every minute of it driving around. But I don't know that I could go that big. That's pretty crazy.
That's what she said.
I know. So speaking of that's what
Oh, that doesn't work.
yeah, you're
Sorry. Producer Kelly's busting it up back here.
I know. So I'm gonna do this and
Oh, he's trying to come back.
oh, there he is.
Let him finish.
All right, there you are.
Hey.
There's an Amber Alert for Palm Beach County.
Oh,
no.
Anything that could go wrong tonight.
If there's something that can go wrong, I mean, if there's an axe murderer in the woods by my house, they might come and get me right now. I don't know.
Oh no. So you need to get back in the house
Yeah.
and lock it up.
Oh, you're $3.99.
$3.99. $3.99.
Nice.
So close.
Character.
Nice. Well, Jesse, I appreciate you being on the show. And when you get some power in a couple weeks down the road, we'll definitely bring you back and
right.
we'll do this a little more proper. But guys, once again, he's one away from 400, and I appreciate you guys for helping him out tonight. I'm telling you, you do not know this helps the channel a lot. So more eyes on it helps YouTube give him more audience. So
For sure.
But Jesse, we appreciate you being on, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll have you guys on my show too.
Oh, of course.
Awesome.
Later,
Sounds
man.
great. Have a good night.
Well, there you go. What a crazy ending to that one. But we wanted to. Where was it at? Where's Discord? Sorry, mobile. I'm trying to bring up your vehicle. So if you guys don't know, we have a Discord channel, and I'll throw a link up to it in here. And it's a way to everybody can interact and talk to each other, share pictures like this 24/7. And so if you want to do that, it's a fun way. And Mobile and a few others Mark King are always on there talking Broncos. But so Mobile, it looks like you got a white with the normal bumper. It's the 33s on it, which they got the KO2s, which should make you happy.
Bam, 40 or 400.
Nice
job, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for helping him out. That's
it's all about
awesome.
helping everybody out, man.
For sure.
But Mobile's got a nice looking Bronco there. Kelly, we have some small flares coming like that.
That's what I heard.
I'm totally changing the Bronco, and Kelly's not been very happy about it.
I know. So this is a good segue. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
We're gonna hash this out with our family here.
You know why you all know why he does this, right? It's kind of like where Dwayne did to Becky, where he dropped like that they ordered the Raptor in public. He knows it's just better that we hash it out here because
So go ahead.
So this guy here decides that we don't need these anymore.
Nope, not at all.
This guy here decides to order a new exhaust.
Well, it'd been in the plans for about 4 months,
which I did not know about until like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago. Well, let me rephrase. I didn't know until about a week before the box showed up that this was the plan. Because the next thing we were talking about was putting a rear bumper on. And then he was like, we're going to wait on that because we're going to do an exhaust. And I said, why do we need to do an exhaust? It's just fine. Well, because
they've heard it.
Yeah. You've all heard it now.
Well, no, I talked, I think, last stream about it.
Oh, yeah. So
they all approved.
I'm not happy.
I blame them, Kelly.
I'm not happy.
It sounds really good. Don't act like it doesn't sound good.
It doesn't. I didn't like driving it around today with the sound. I feel like there's an exhaust leak is what it sounds like to me. Like there's an exhaust leak in this old beat up truck that's $54,000 truck sitting in the driveway with a leaky exhaust.
Oh, man.
Is what it sounds like driving down the road.
What? No.
Yes, it does.
Everybody that hears it,
no.
Real car people.
Well, and to top it all off, here's to top it all off. When he put it on, the day we put it on, we went for a drive and I was like, I smell plastic. I smell burnt plastic. Burnt plastic. Okay.
Oh man.
And he's like, oh. So we get home. We get back in the house.
Look at Doug.
I know, right? We get back in the house. The next day, that's when we went to Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
We get home from Cars and Coffee.
And some of our great friends love it. They love it.
I
They're
don't,
probably
though.
watching right now.
They
too.
probably are, but I don't love it. Anyway, I know I'm really gonna I'm gonna keep on this because this is my rant because he won't let me complain about it because he tells me it sounds so good. So this
Dave
is my
really
chance.
Kelly's car.
It's true. So again, I smell burnt plastic all the way to Cars and Coffee, and then we start smelling burnt brakes. So then I'm like, oh shit.
But that wasn't us.
It wasn't us. But you don't know what's in my head. My head goes
Crazy
shit, now
town.
what's wrong with it?
We're going crazy towns.
So we get home, and I just happen to look. The bumper's flipping melting off from the damn exhaust. Kid you not. Like,
so
legit.
So I went with the AWE single out exhaust for the 2.7, and it comes with the off-road where it's a shorter pipe, more durable pipe that comes out. And it comes out directly under, straight down.
But it doesn't go straight down.
Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust it a little bit. But definitely, and I was getting in it a lot. So the turbos are pushing out heat out of that exhaust like crazy. And yeah, it started melting right by the license plate. You can see where the plastic melted and just cooled.
You know what I'm doing? I'm putting this on the record right now. He's doing it so that he can have it back because he knows that if he does enough things to it, that I won't like it anymore. And then it'll be his Bronco.
I would never do that.
Yes, you would. So
I would never do that.
I can hear it in the tone of your voice that you would never do that.
Look, I got the hat on now. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. No, it sounds good. It sounds it sounds a lot like what the Raptor sounds like.
I'm not a fan.
Well, she's gonna have to get used to it for a while. Eventually, it'll come off, and I'll sell it to somebody in stream here, and whatever we have in it. Trust me, we got a very good deal in this thing. But AWE sent it over for us to try, and I like it a lot. Install, you helped me install it. How
I did.
How, because you don't like it, let that go. Installing an exhaust on this, how was that for you?
John Burnett says, I see a new Bronco order request on August 15th.
That might be happening anyways. But where are you at with this?
Yeah, so the install was actually really easy. It was a lot easier to install than it was to get the stock one off.
Yeah.
Because it was just, it literally is fitted parts together, and the one that was stock on it is.
And that's the first time you've ever done this, by the way. You've never helped me do an exhaust.
Yeah, I did. I helped you with your juke. Yeah, I helped you with your juke a little bit.
You weren't under it.
No, I wasn't under it, but I helped you with it.
Okay, I don't remember that, but I remember you helping the video.
Yeah, no, I helped you with it.
Anyway. Easy, super easy to install. Taking the back one, the actual muffler off the back stock was a little pain in the ass because it had welded itself slightly to the pipe.
Yeah, like rust welded essentially.
Yeah, and other than that, though, super simple. I forget, they're about $1,100. But the cool thing about this company is one of the cool things and one of the bad things. So the bad part is the single out tip they send you is a 5-inch tip that is like a tuner's wet dream if they were putting it on a off-road vehicle. Way too big, just ridiculously too big. And I believe it's a 3-inch coming out, and it goes into this 5-inch out. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's massive.
And I knew when I bought this thing, there was no way in hell I was putting that part on my vehicle. But the single out for off-road use, definitely it's an upgrade because you don't have a big exhaust hanging back in the rear of this thing. So nothing to beat up. The tip, the way they double welded a ring around that tip, very nice. You're not going to dent that. Build quality of this is extremely nice.
Build quality is fabulous.
Yes. The welds, really, really nice. AWE was really nice to work with.
Here's what I'll say. If that's what you were going for, then it's a great.
You like quiet vehicles, though.
I do. Unless it's a V8 rumble, and then I want it to rumble. But you are not going to convince me that you did this to get closer to a V8 rumble. It's not going to happen.
It sounds really good.
It does not.
To
me, it does not. It is not what I wanted.
Find some sound. I got some sound clip.
Hey, Becky's Ponies. Welcome in. Becky said, Kelly, Dave, and Dwayne better wait on pins and needles when we go to Texas because you just never know what we may surprise them with while we are there. It's a true story.
Y'all better film some good videos.
It's a true story.
What I'm saying. Let me see if we can find this clip real quick. How it sounds. But we took it to Cars and Coffee.
Jessica Dunn asked, how does she find the Discord group? She's new to Discord.
So Discord is a on the computer. It's on the phone. It's an app you download.
She's got the app.
Okay.
She's just trying to find it. Through the app.
Hey, Tim is better at that than I am. If Tim, can you type out?
She said, never mind. Just saw the prior post, so she may have found it.
There you go. But it's fun. The Discord's really fun because you can interact with everybody here 24/7. And share stuff, builds, how-tos, stuff that I may not get to cover, stuff that y'all talk about in there I may want to cover. Douglas, a Bucky shirt. That's right, man. Bucky's all the way. I got a Bucky shot glass back there too.
We're getting one in Murfreesboro.
Yep. We got one in Crossville, Tennessee.
I know. We need to go over. Can we do that this weekend? No,
Okay.
we can't. My parents will be here.
Then we can do it this weekend.
Stop it.
I'm trying to find this exhaust clip, Kelly.
White call. Wait, somebody
White
said.
call.
No. Yeah, I'm not happy about it either, Bird Dog. Hate that Nemo was closed. Was hoping they'd do it in the Bronco. Did in the 4Runner last year. We've never done it. We've been invited. You're being really rude right now. That does not do it justice.
All right. Now
Hey,
I have a stock clip.
I'm just
Go ahead.
saying that is not what it sounds like when you're driving it.
Here's the stock. You hear me walking.
I was gonna say you hear you.
So there's stock.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yep. Give me back my stock.
Nope.
Yep.
We'll end up doing. The plan is though to buy a few exhausts to review. But
Really?
go down to your story.
So how many more bumpers are we gonna burn?
I don't know. We'll have a lifestyle offer bumper soon. We'll be all right.
Mark King says we need to do a Bronco.
Clearly,
you just spent the money on the exhaust.
Clearly, fire up the old bumper maker.
No, because there's no money for it now. You spent it on the exhaust. Nice try. It's not happening now.
Oh man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kelly.
Gosh. Mark King says we need to do a Broncos at Bucky's and get a meetup. I completely agree. We need to get the Knoxville people to come to Crossville and us Nashville-ish people to go to Crossville and meet up. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Johnny Appleseed said, is it true that you can get a white colored hard top after the fact? So it is through, what's the name of the company?
Well, you can have any of the hard tops painted. And that's something
I think that's not, I think it's Get.
I think it's coming. And Kelly, go through with a couple more because that was some of the news I wanted to talk about this week. So if you would...
I'm working through it. Bird Dog Overland says Bucky's gas was $3.99.
Nice.
We actually got it for, what did we get it? Well, you had to put premium, or you had to put mid grade.
I put mid grade in.
How much was it at the gas station?
I don't.
406 for the regular.
Yes, a 409.
409. Then we had 20 cents off.
But I think white tops are coming. The go ahead, Kelly. And
John says he's going to Bucky's next Monday.
Nice. I sucky thing is I can have the sandwich, the inner part of the sandwich, but I just can't have the bread.
That's true. And Overlanding for Fun says we don't condone violence, but it would be totally okay if you smack Dave upside the head.
What? You know, it'd be a fun shirt if we do an All Terrain Nation shirt, Bucky's ish, and just be my face in the little hat. Doing the? Can I do it? Look.
No, you can't have that shirt.
Johnny 5-0 in the two-door Bronco upcoming. No, Ford is done with V8s, guys. Other than the Mustang and the Bronco or the big trucks, sadly, V8s are they're going away because of emissions. And if you can knock off a couple cylinders, it helps, believe it or not. And Toyota is about to with their new Tacoma. It's going to be a 4-cylinder only. The 4Runner is going to be a 4-cylinder only turbos, but I'm telling you, you're lucky you're getting the turbo V6 in this thing. I mean, if you have the 4-cylinder, the little 2.3, you know it's a good little engine, but I I want more horsepower, so I was happy to get the 2.7. I would have been very happy to get a 3.5 in this thing, but sadly we didn't.
Yeah, and Dave ruined Kelly's car. Yep.
Wait, who said that?
Yep. Mobile Moto.
No, I didn't. Tim, sorry joining late. The saga continues after being in production 2.1, getting a built 16 dealer across from map and still no Bronco. Now, when it does finally come, a stop sell recall on the windshield. Yeah, but they'll fix that real quick. I think that's just a glue issue on the windshields. It's just what they'll do is they'll pop that windshield out, they'll re-glue it, and you'll be fine. And that's a day wait. I mean, depending on when your dealership can get to it. Jackie Daytona does live. I was watching some of that today. All Marriage Nation, Council Nation.
Yeah, there's a whole lot.
All right, any more, Kelly? Because I want to get into some of this news.
I was checking. I was going back up. Is what I was doing. So yes, we got the AWE single exhaust. Is what we got, not the double. Oh, Rob H says hardtop users, word of advice, don't install gas roto packs on the roof. I did it and it leaked on the roof, only a small puddle, and completely ate the finish off.
Yes.
Glad I hadn't gotten my replacement roof yet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's not a I'm the hard tops man. But what we're about to see is might fix some of that.
Give me a second.
Oh, sorry, Kelly had a few things she noted on our chat.
Yeah, I want to make sure there's nothing
And tonight, guys, it is a single barrel night for me.
I'm
Very
actually
nice.
not drinking tonight.
You're broken.
No, I'm fasting till we go till Becky and I go. Becky, you're the DD when we're in Texas, by the way. No, I'm fasting on alcohol.
Oh, okay.
John Burnett says, anyone going to Overland Expo East in October?
Man, October is just so many fun things. I've wanted to go to that since they've started that over there. They're not doing it at the mansion anymore, if I remember right. The Biltmore or whatever it is.
The Biltmore Estate.
Yeah, they were doing it over there for a while, and it was a muddy mess. Every time they would have it for a couple of years, it just rained. No, I definitely want to go cover that one of these days. Maybe if we could get it, because it's not too far away, really. North Carolina's not that far.
It's like 6 or 7 hours, maybe. Yeah. Bluford was in the house. We didn't get a check to say.
Oh, Bluford, I still have your rail. I got to get that to you. Your phone rail.
Andreas Duvall says, is there an issue with the hardtops on the latest Broncos?
Well, they're not.
Some rumblings.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a perfect situation. They've starting. I haven't seen it widely documented, but there's been a couple that say they have Gen 2 tops, and how I would ever from a picture know it was a Gen 2 versus a Gen 1. It could be people just BSing us. But they're seeing some humidity issues here in the South, splitting the tops a little bit. So I don't know what to believe on that right now. My contact at Bastos has been a little quiet.
It's probably because you didn't break it. Didn't break out what they wanted you to. Do you know Ford has started production on the Everglades model? My
understanding, Dwight, they have. I do not know. I do not know that for a fact, but Ford's been pushing out press for that vehicle. So I believe it was June is when I heard they were going to do it, but certain colors were not going to be till August, if I remember right. So
I haven't heard too many rumblings on it.
And there's not, we've talked to Mitchell with Town and Country. There wasn't a huge take rate on it. Maybe 1%.
Yeah.
With his dealer, and he was a high volume Bronco dealer. So I imagine maybe 1 to 3% across the country.
Yeah.
So they'll crank those things out pretty quickly, which is a pretty good segue, Kelly, unless you got a couple more.
I do. I just have one answer for us. So Ray G asked how many miles are on our Bronco. I assume it was mine. Maybe it was Momoto's. I'm not sure. But we have officially, per the Ford Pass app, 9,725 miles on ours. We're about to hit 10,000 miles on our baby since November.
Well, look who we have in here. We got Evil Truck in the house. Says I just had my original hard top replaced with the 2.0 and it doesn't seem any better along these seams. No, I've seen the 2.0s and it's just not worth commenting about right now. There's no reason to beat that dead horse till they fix it. And speaking of dead horses, we've got a little news came out this past week, and I didn't do any kind of videos on this because my press friends that saw this they've been quiet about it. So I don't know if Ford has a like you get to see it, but you can't talk much about it. And somehow this couple photos got out by a journalist that I do know. But painted roofs, Kelly.
Yeah.
What do you? For one, don't even look at the color just yet. Where are you at with the painted roof on that thing?
I've yet to be seen. Once I see it in person,
you've been seen right now.
Shut up, you know what I mean. I'm not going to talk about color, but I do find it interesting that the black piano black is all the way down by the light, the tail light. I do find that very interesting.
Well, I think that's some foreshadowing of some colors, maybe, or some new kind of trail armor. Because if you look around the plastic there, see how it's popped out a little bit. I think that this is part of the Heritage Edition, and it's coming. I've been told that they've built a few Heritage Editions vehicles. I have no pictures to confirm that, but I've been told that they were building them. If you look at the square fenders on this thing, definitely those fenders that we've seen on the Everglades, which is where, honestly, it's where what should be for a Heritage Edition. And I honestly, this is to me how they should have came. Now, if you'd done a complete Sasquatch where they had to be maybe a little wider, they might look a little funky. But this is Sasquatch wheels and tires on it, so I don't know if what the dimensions are on this. But those
aren't Sasquatch wheels.
Yeah, they are. The wheels aren't, but the tires.
That's
are.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The wheels are not.
This is on the back. That's
Moto said zoom in on the light bezel. Bezel.
If this stupid thing would let me do it.
I don't know if that one will. Oh, I got an idea.
Because we didn't accept those cookies.
The face is blurred out. You can't even see the face.
Yeah,
I know what you were looking for.
But no, if you do look at the plastics or whatever around that, it's different. And nobody's talked about this yet. They're definitely hiding something through there. But it looks good. The color on this thing, I love that color. I love that color a little too much.
Yeah, there's rumblings a whole lot in the groups, like the groups about that color. They're like, here's this Heritage Edition. I can't remember what they called it. It was something. Because it was a 1973 color.
Yeah, it's in this article right there.
No, you can probably zoom out.
Wind blue. It's what it looks like. They're, why they don't use these throwback names.
Is what I saw right here. This wind blue.
Why they don't use these throwback names?
Yeah.
Why come up with a new name?
I don't know.
Makes zero sense to me. But it's definitely a throwback color.
Like our Rapid Red is like the candy apple red that's there.
Yeah, pretty close. But that's from what we've seen. I like what I'm seeing. Definitely. You can see even back here. You can see how it's popped out a little bit. See that? Well, that's the fender flare. There's definitely they're teasing us with something there. I don't know what exactly it is, but that blue is on point.
Are there more pictures of that?
Yeah.
Or is that it?
I mean that right there looks great. Just looks freaking great. Let's see if we got any more. And this is what it is. They set this out so when they're driving by of this trail, they have this sitting there for people to snap some photos. But no, kind of odd though. They put a Sasquatch wheel in the back of it with these throwback wheels on the side. But yeah, whatever. It's hard to tell. You can't really see anything different from what we can see of the dash. The mirrors look pretty much the same. That glass though, well, it's hard to say with that piano black paint. But
the window almost looks bigger.
It's not though. I think it's just that paint, the way the gloss is reflecting. Trying to see if they.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you can see it there. See, it's just the painted, but I like the painted. And if they do, like, can you imagine that blue with a painted white top? It wouldn't be for me, but as a throwback,
I'm not big on the Heritage Edition.
Yeah, But as a throwback vehicle, like people, they'll go crazy with it with the eruption green now. Like they love that color.
Bye, airplane Mike. Be safe.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us. Anyways,
Yeah, I feel like it looks like a bigger window too, Kyle. I feel like it's a bit bigger.
it's hard to say with the way the reflections are. See, it's not.
See,
I'm
it
telling
looks
you.
bigger to
Well,
me.
the two door gets a bigger window, anyways.
Mm.
But I wish we could see in that dash a little bit. It looks almost like there's orange with the handle there, so maybe this is a Badlands. Hopefully, when they do a Heritage, they don't do. Well, you can get it in any model, a base model, and all this. You know what I mean? Like, no, just make it like kind of like what Everglades is. Make it a special edition, and that's what you get. But for me, that baby blue is the cat's meow. I love that.
Meow.
It's the bee's knees.
It's the bee's knees.
Yep. Where are you guys at in the let us know in the comments here. Where are you at with this color? Where are you at with finally seeing a painted hardtop? Because the hardtops are going to be the painted hardtops are by a new company. It's not with Bastos. It's a new company that's doing these. So maybe the quality's a little better. Maybe not.
Omnipotent Elon says, I saw a two-door eruption green wild track heading to the dealership today.
Nice. The green's not really grown on me.
No,
I know Becky, she has the green, and it's a good looking color, but it's just not, for some reason, it's just never grown on me for some reason.
Mobile Moto said maybe they can't use those colors because maybe PPG isn't the supplier of the paint.
Good point. Very good point. But usually Ford and them name the colors.
Mobile was saying just above the bumper, it still looks white, but I think that's blue peeking through.
Yeah, no, that's definitely there's blue peeking through there. I just don't understand what they're trying to showcase something there, because they wouldn't have just pulled the wrap. They don't just stop the wrap there because they ran out of wrap.
Right.
Obviously, you're getting normal steps on whatever this is. Which I'll be glad when White Knuckle comes out with some rock sliders. When the little bit of off-roading we've done with this thing, I just see those current rocker sliders, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in them.
Well, we've also had vehicles saved from those rock sliders too. So I mean, there's already that trust in product.
100%. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean, it looks good, but two doors are not functional for us.
It might be if we get one. How would we know until we drive one and own one?
Because it's at some point I would end up in the back seat and I would be a pissed off camper.
Why in the hell would you be in the back seat? We
don't think it would
going to make out corner.
No, I'm just saying.
Why would?
Hey, remember that two-door Blazer I had?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was not comfortable.
Why were you in the back seat of that? We just had our daughter though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But that wasn't.
At some point, I would end up in the back seat. You wouldn't because you get car sick, but I would end up in the back seat and I'd be pissed.
Is that a plastic piece where the hybrid plug-in goes? Where exactly are we talking about there, Kyle? Where are you? I don't see, because I would almost guess they do it up front here like they do on the Lightning, but I'm not saying you're wrong. That would be weird to do a Heritage Edition that's a hybrid.
That would be weird.
Like
flashback to these amazing trucks and
make it modern.
Kick you in your ass and say, "Here's my modern twist."
Let's see. It has some open hole that's cut out.
I think it's talking about.
Hold on. Let's get there's a better side view.
Right there, where the white is. Right here.
No, that's a reflection. That's definitely a reflection on that. Let's see. See, it's gone there.
Yeah, but if you go back to that last one.
But I think it's just the plastic fender reflecting into the paint. I think, see that there? I think it's just this reflecting into it. They love that everybody's breaking this photos down, though. Trust me.
Oh, I'm sure.
And for once, it wasn't Bronco Nation. I mean, this is on Bronco Nation's site, but they did not take.
But they're not the ones that broke it.
They did not take these photos. There we go, bigger photo. Anything stand out that you can see there, Kelly? If I could see, like sometimes they like.
Where's Waldo?
Well, they like to hide in these little graphics. They like to put little what they are in those as little teasers.
Oh,
So if there was a closer that we could see, I just can't make out what those are.
so what did they do on the left-hand side that they had to cover the tailgate, but they didn't cover the tailgate on this side?
Well, so what this would have all been wrapped,
Yeah.
and they've just peeled some of the wrap off. Yeah, I mean, I can't. What are you hiding, a handle?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing that I see stands out right now. Anything stand out as far as different than ours? Guys in the comments, let me know. MIC fender flares and doors and handles. Yeah. So that's all same color. Which you would almost think you'd do a gloss. If you're going to do a gloss top, wouldn't you do the gloss mirror caps? And
No, I think that's overkill.
yeah, maybe.
I think you keep it black, but I think that's overkill if you were to.
Yeah. Any better?
I do have to say, I kind of like those rims, though.
Those are growing on me slightly.
I kind of like them on this one.
But I can't make out. I wish Emmy would have gotten a little higher res photo of this. Definitely 35s on that, though. Those are definitely 35s. It looks like the normal plastic, whatever bumper they're putting on all the Badlands stuff now, the basic bumpers.
You know what I don't see?
What?
A snorkel.
I don't see an antenna either.
Nope.
Yeah, look, that's
that's red.
That's that orange from the Raptor.
That's the Raptor color.
Or it sure looks like it to me.
That's what it looks like to me too.
Yeah, something hiding. There's something on the steering wheel.
I think it's just plastic, like a plastic wrapped steering wheel.
It's hard to say, man. But this was exciting to see this. Once again, in the comments, let me know what you guys think about it. We're 23's coming up. We know there's going to be new colors. Obviously, we've seen now one of the colors they'll bring out. Will that be just for a heritage edition, or will that be an optional color? Because from what I've seen of it, now it's not going to be sparkly. I guarantee you that. It's going to be a flat paint.
Oh yeah,
like the cactus gray.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I would rock that color in a heartbeat.
Well, that does not surprise me.
Why? Well, I'm a 60s guy. I like 60s stuff.
Yeah.
Enhance. Someone said 3 or 4 new colors. Well, the plant MAP only can shoot so many colors. I forget. I'm probably speaking out of line, but I wanted to say it was a dozen colors they can shoot. So, and you mix in that with the Raptors that are going to go down the line periodically. That's already got orange, that Ford Performance orange. And other than that, I don't think there was any special colors for that. Then you have in August when they start the Everglades with the tan. Because if you ordered the tan, I think you're waiting till then. Let's see, that's coming out in 28 for Darren. Oh, that's great! Yes, for day one reservation holders. I've noticed though here lately, I'm seeing a lot of people have been waiting a long time. Oh, congratulations!
Not sure how long Tony's been waiting, but got a build date. Congratulations!
But I'm seeing a bunch suddenly. Like Ford's really went through their catalogs and just like, let's get these things out of here.
Push them out.
Let's no more effing around. Let's just get them out of here.
Hey, Matt Porter.
What's up,
hey,
Matt
guys.
Porter?
Had to jump in and say, hey, super busy. Haven't been able to catch the live stream. Totally get it.
That's all right. We've banned you, Matt. You've just been banned.
You were just unbanned for 30 seconds to see if you jumped in or not.
It was random.
And it just happened. You just happened to make it in.
The $1 million shot that you got in. No, hey, man, we understand. Trust me.
Oh, for sure. G. Williker says speculation on colors going away.
I want to say the orange or the yellow is going away.
The cyber orange.
Cyber orange.
I kind of feel like I'm kind of with Dwayne with Bronco Wild Outdoors. I kind of think 51 goes away because I think they have so many 51s, like so many area 51s.
Yeah. But it's a popular color.
It is, but
That's the only thing. Definitely with you. You could switch that out and cactus gray go away with, and you're bringing in a color that's similar. This baby blue is a
Mhm.
similar range. I mean your white, black, your silver, your gray, those aren't going away. So there's 4 colors that just aren't going away.
Mhm.
After that, I can see hot chili pepper, metallic, clear coat, backwards flip red go away. Because I haven't seen a large take of that. You don't see a lot of people talk, much like our Rapid Red.
You know why there hasn't been a large take? Because I think people that took it were Rapid Red people that still haven't gotten their builds. I think that's why you haven't seen a large take on it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Omnipotent Lawn says, I think Velocity Blue should have been a 1 year only. Saw it in person. It's really, really nice. It is super nice.
We probably would have had that had we seen a real one in person. The gas can didn't showcase it enough. But that's the same way I think Rapid Red. I think Rapid Red would have been a couple year color had people actually gotten to see the damn thing.
Yes.
You know, I get you have launch colors, and the orange, Cyber Orange was the launch color. So that was a lot of people jumped on that real quick. And then the Area 51, we got to see that with the one of the launch colors. And
Hi, Matt. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you, Matt. In the Cactus Gray is kind of a throwback-ish color.
Yeah.
So other than that, like I can see them like those are the high take colors initially. But yeah, I don't know. I just think the Cyber Orange goes away. I think the red chili pepper probably goes away. But they have to bring in some other exciting red, right? Because race red to me is just not, if you have it, I'm not crapping on it. It's just for me, it's not an exciting enough color. We don't tend to like the flat colors a lot.
No. I tend to like a pearlized or something with a little bit of personality to it versus
Oxford white is always that white color is always going to be there as well.
Yeah.
Because the top colors for manufacturers is usually black, silver, and white. Those are the top 3 colors always.
Well, they're easy to shoot for one.
No, but it's just for whatever reason, those are the high take colors.
Well, I don't doubt that because they're easy.
Yeah.
They're easy to accessorize with. They're easy to everything with. And, honestly, white, think about it. What are company cars? Company cars are white. Like, that's why a big Tate, because it's an easy color. Iconic Bronco says, need a Shelby Bronco. Will it happen?
No, I think I think what we're seeing with the potential of a Heritage Edition and I think Everglades could be a 2 and done. Maybe they build some this year and then a few next year, and then it just goes away. Toyota did that with their TRD, not snorkel. Nobody bought it.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of times I think aftermarket makes the snorkels look better.
Oh, yeah. Because to build it at high quantities
and
safety restrictions and everything else. Yeah. Broken Lizard 03 says, my delivery week is this week. Bronco is finally built. Kind of exciting.
Nice.
Yay!
Nice.
It's the long wait at this point. It's a long wait ahead.
Yes. And hey, by the way, thank you everybody for joining us on a Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes. We had obviously 4th of July yesterday and we pushed it back. And tomorrow we do the happy hour. Me and Tim with Overlanding for Fun will be doing the happy hour, which it's a happy hour. We talk all things automotive. So
and he's going to be live from Supercell, whatever direction that one is.
Wisconsin.
I know it's up there, but like technically.
Is that this week?
Yeah, because he put in the chat.
Oh, okay.
He said we'll be doing it from Super.
Well, there we go.
Bronco
so
Supercell.
We'll get live Bronco coverage from Supercell.
Yeah.
But no, join us on the we talk anything automotive. So you have something you want to talk about, we'll talk about. All right, what else we got here, Kelly?
There should be a Rebel Rally edition. Navy blue or Ford blue. Lime green.
I would like a lime green. You probably wouldn't be into that. You don't.
Not for the long haul.
You don't generally like exciting colors like that.
No. I wear a lot of black. I'm kind of emo. Just kidding.
He's just a skater boy.
I actually wasn't emo. I was like toe the line kid. Imagine that. Iconic Bronco says wanted to buy some gear. Will a fridge fit with a Bronco Raptor rear cross brace?
Oh wait. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know why it wouldn't.
Yeah, because they're typically not that tall.
I mean, getting in it, I think opening the top lid might be, I wouldn't say super difficult, but obviously
Might be angled.
You do have a bar in a way.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak on something like that because I don't. From being
Depends
around
on the fridge too.
Well, from being around the Raptor, I've not seen anything that would make me not think it wouldn't. But I would get. That's one of those purchases. You get it, take it to a 4 Wheel Parts or whatever, and see if they could if they have a display. Can we just see if it fits?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Bronco 78 says I could see a boxwood green with a white hardtop for a Heritage Edition.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But if they do Heritage Edition, does that mean do they only put that these baby blues and stuff? Is that just for that edition then?
Maybe.
Because that would force people to want to buy that, what they're doing with Everglades. It only gets that tan, which I think they didn't do enough special colors for that, unique colors just for that model.
For which?
The Everglades, because it's basically just the tan or the normal colors.
I think they chose that because that's what they wanted to do instead of thinking about necessarily what would probably sell it.
Maybe.
Because they wanted it to be I don't know. This is what we're doing for it. Yeah. Pavement ends now. No. A full-size fridge. Go big or go home. Yeah, I don't think a fridge is going to fit in there.
No,
not with that crossbar.
I don't think it would fit without the crossbar.
Think we'll see a GT Bronco.
No, I think the Raptor is what you're going to see for any potential GT. And honestly, Ford needs to look at, obviously Raptor is the high performance name for their truck line. I still think Warthog would have been way better for the Bronco. I think making it have its own unique, obviously people would know it's a Raptor, but they should have given the SUVs more of the unique name, like the Timberland edition that they're doing on the Explorers and stuff. That's the kind of old Eddie Bauer ish, we could say. Let the maybe the Ranger, I would say go Raptor, call it Raptor, but make this the Warthog. I think it just would have lended itself a lot better.
Yeah, but I think if you're already calling an F-150 a Raptor, and then you're calling a Ranger a Raptor, there's no reason to not keep the Raptor within the Bronco.
No, it's easy branding. I get
That's what I'm saying. Because it's no different than Nismo in the Nissan world of here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the Nismo brand all the way across.
But they use Raptor for the truck lines. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not going to have a Raptor Mustang.
Well, yeah.
Which would be pretty freaking kick-ass.
Wider fenders and everything, too.
I'm just saying. Well, yeah.
Omnipotent Lawn says, any news on the Ranger Raptor?
No. I think in August, somewhere September issues, by then is when you hear about the Ranger. So my understanding, the guys in Australia are starting to get Rangers. So, but they're built in. Funny thing is, I was watching Tim and Jill's stream on Pickup Truck Plus SUVs talk, and they were talking about being built in Australia, and it's built in Indonesia.
What?
Australia doesn't build any vehicles hardly anymore.
What was being built?
The Ranger.
Oh, Thailand.
Ours will be in map.
Mobilemoto says Thailand.
Let's see.
Bronco 78 agrees with you that Raptor should be a pickup truck specific. Let Bronco be its own thing.
Yeah, I think so. Why not? Let me see. Let me look over. I haven't.
And Mark Young says, do you think the Heritage will be a Black Diamond or Wild Track pricing? Wild Track. Maybe even Raptor pricing, depending upon what they bring out in it.
That I don't know.
That's my guess.
I would say it would be more of a bare bones.
You think with a Heritage?
Not a base bare bones, but I would think you wouldn't go crazy with it.
You think Black Diamond pricing more like?
I would think so. I don't think you're going to get sway, disconnect, all that stuff.
See, to me, Heritage Edition does not mean, hey, we're taking it down to the brass tacks. To me, is like Heritage Edition is like, hey, we're giving you the look of the Heritage Edition with the new tech of the 2022s. I'm gonna do my jazz hands.
Maybe,
I mean, that's my interpretation of her. Heritage
Ford.
Edition.
I haven't seen anything official from Ford here. I'm looking. Let me go to the Twitter.
Never heard of a horse named a warthog. Doesn't make sense to me, Jubilicor says.
I get it, but I've never heard of a Raptor horse either.
Yeah, Flo, I'm with you. I think it would be more like a Badlands edition. Personally.
Let's see if old Lavini's posted anything.
Mobile says Badlands listed at 51,880. 51,880.
I'm not seeing old Mikey. He hadn't posted anything about it that I see, which is their mouthpiece for any of that stuff.
Clydesdale Bronco.
the Clydesdale.
I'm gone in 60. Hey, I got my Bronco only 1 year and 11 months after I ordered it. Congratulations.
Oh, well, yeah, I've seen your video. I'm gone in 60. He dropped a video with a kind of a surprise on that.
Nice. That's awesome.
You got to go to his YouTube channel, though, and you're going to have to watch his video. So I'm going to say the Clydesdale Bronco.
Bye, Broken Lizard. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Anything else in there, Kelly?
Omnipotent Alon just agrees and says technically the Bronco is listed under an SUV or SUV, so they could have kept the Raptor name strictly to trucks only.
That would have been my thought. I know it did come down. I was told that it did come down to kind of last minute. Are we going to call it Warthog or are we going to call it Raptor? So there was struggle within Ford, and branding is everything. And a vehicle name, I've said this many times, the Bronco name itself is worth $1 billion. Just that name, because there's so much marketing and branding has went into that. Just the name alone. So with Raptor, probably the same way.
It's easy. It's already marketed.
Why struggle to rebrand something? So there.
Sassy Britches.
That's right.
It's all up in here tonight.
Make it sound just like my Bronco.
Yeah, not a fan.
If you guys were,
as if you all didn't know.
Well, speaking of that, if you guys were interested in an exhaust, what companies out there are you interested in? Because the plan is to run multiple exhausts on this thing. Man, I might force her to drink.
I might.
All right, what else we got? Anything else?
Nope. Everybody's quiet tonight.
As an Expedition. That is true. They did rebrand basically the Bronco as an Expedition.
I have to say, I'm really excited about all the folks that have been with us for so long that are finally starting to get their vehicles. Like it's amazing to finally go.
I'm telling you,
there's some more people coming.
I've seen this weird push all of a sudden of a lot of people.
And that's where that stall was. Let's be honest, they stalled production or they stalled orders to catch up. Like it's finally benefiting them.
So Stallion. That reminds me.
Oh Lord. Careful what you search.
Oh, this will be fun.
No, I'm just saying.
So Stallion, I interviewed the head of not Rugged Ridge. Who did we order the 2 doors from? Remember?
Because you're asking me, I don't know. Give me a second, I'll tell you.
It might be at the very bottom of this. No, they're not going to. I forget who it, but Stallion 4x4. So I interviewed. Well, you can just Google us, SEMA.
Do your thing. I'll figure it out. Quadratech. Told you.
So Quadratech wanted to get in the Bronco game.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And I interviewed them at SEMA last year, the head of Quadratech, about this, and they're have yet to do anything.
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand. I don't know why they just didn't do it as Quadratech. Made no sense to me. But let me share this real quick.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned that, I remember that.
So Stallion 4x4. this was their site, which hasn't been updated in forever, but they were going to do all these parts. Like, here's June 22nd. Should you upgrade your Bronco exhaust kit? It's like they're doing market research here to see how many clicks they get on it. But I don't think anybody knows about this site. But they were going to.
I'll be honest, I completely forgot about it, and they told us to our faces.
Yeah, so hopefully I get to see Quadratech and get an interview again.
Click on the get up to speed now. Right there. Oh, it just takes you to their blog.
Yeah, it's goofy as can be. But why Quadratech? Quadratech is known for Jeep parts.
Yeah.
But it's not like it was called Jeep.
Right.
Jeep parts only, But that
somebody in their marketing department thought it was a better idea.
I know, but somebody when I seen that as the stallion's been put out the pasture. I don't think it got to the pasture. Heritage more like Outer Banks. That makes sense too. I could see that'd be more of a plush. That's where those original baseball leather seats that they did in the launch vehicle, that would be really nice.
Adam says, hello guys, ordered my Bronco February 18th, Outer Banks Sasquatch leather, blah, 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 blah. Supposed to be built third week of August. When do you think I'll be able to pick up at my dealer? So there's a wide range there. So
Hooday.
Built third week of August, think anywhere between 2 weeks and 5 weeks.
Well, they keep. I haven't paid attention if their build dates that they're giving to people are including their shutdown dates, because they're. I know Bronco 6G loves to put out the scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
So like this week, I don't think they're scheduling basically anything. I don't know if the plant's shut down for whatever, but so I don't know if that includes it. So I'm
thinking Heidi's. So Heidi's was a June 13th. Or June?
I think
June 13th. Yeah. Heidi's was a June 13th, and she just got it today. Like it just arrived. So that's like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So that's what I'm saying. Anywhere between 2 and 5 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. I can't disagree.
Unless you get pushed.
Yeah.
And then if you get pushed, then obviously again,
we got
2 to 5 weeks.
We got pushed a month, but ours was from what?
September 27th to 10/25. October 25th.
26th.
It was actually popped mods on the 26th.
Okay. But we got pushed a month, but they were doing that a lot.
Or our blend date was this 26th, and then our mods popped on the 27th. Something like that.
Oh, it doesn't have it. Yeah, it's gonna say it doesn't have the blend date on there. There's our window sticker.
Yeah, like I'm Gone in 60 says, just because you have a build date doesn't mean that you're getting it on time. Mine was built in January 14th and was put on chip hold for almost 6 months.
Yeah.
Got it a week ago.
Ridiculous, man.
Hey, Andy, first time watcher. Welcome in.
I've been looking for a mesh shade for my 4-door hardtop. One that I can keep on with my hardtop. I don't know if the gear shade, if you can keep it on. Well,
I think they have 2 different ones. One's for hardtop and one's for
soft top.
Soft top.
I
could be wrong on that.
I know the soft top one you can keep it on because Luke does with his.
Yeah.
I have one, and honestly, I've never installed it.
No.
It may never install it.
Yeah.
Because for us with the soft top, it's just so easy to keep it in safari mode that I can't.
I personally prefer to just completely.
No, but I'm saying if
topless.
we needed a little extra shade,
yeah,
it's not a big deal. Gear shade is pretty nice. I'm not a big fan of the best top. I think they send you the stupid bar that you got to put across there. It's this mesh.
Is that the one that has the zippers and everything too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's this real thin mesh. It's just the gear shade is a thicker mesh. It's like a plastic coated mesh. It's just a way better quality, and it's only under $300.
I'm not sure the price on it.
I know our buddies over at Lifestyle Off-Road sell those.
Mike Kellum says, Badlands built March 5th, delivered March 12th by convoy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Quick.
I've seen a couple like that, man. I mean, hell yeah to you.
So there you go, 7 days to 5 weeks.
Yeah,
unless your date gets pushed.
Yeah, which is, I know that sounds crazy, but there is no rhyme to reason right now.
And honestly, that's the same thing I tell people, that if the order banks were open right now, I tell them the same thing, and they go, when do you think I could get my truck? Like, 4 months or 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, there's really no
Yeah, the
way to
January
estimate.
crew, the weird thing that January crew, like even there was some late December. Remember that with Bluford?
Yes.
He waited forever to get his, and he was only what 2 weeks or so different than us.
Crazy.
Cam Talks Tech, which sounds like a cool YouTube channel that I need to check out. Finally got a build date. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hopefully it doesn't get pushed too much.
Yes, fingers crossed
Yes.
for you.
Yes, and thank you for joining us.
Yes. Adam says, thanks, Thomas. He was talking to Johnny's Car Care Reviews up there, who joined from his private channel.
Yep, there's John. We're loving our soft top. Hard top looks great, but soft top means actually getting to easily getting the sun and
putting it back.
Yep. Yeah, in winter, I've gotten that question a lot. What did you think in the winter? Because we got more snow than we. Kind of a great situation for us. We don't normally get that much snow, and other than like when here in Tennessee we'll get some snow and it melts quickly. We noticed that it was sitting on the roof a little bit and it wasn't leaking through the roof, but you could see the wet area on the top of it where it was damp.
There was that condensation that was frozen.
Yeah.
So,
but no regrets at all about the hard top or soft top.
Soft top.
And we do plan on running a best top down the road, though. I think it's probably a lot better quality.
They've been around for a long time for them. Not necessarily for Bronco, but in the world.
Yes.
And Price says, hello, you two. 3 weeks and 400 miles into my 2022 two-door, getting a kick out of the thumbs up and waves.
Nice.
Hope y'all are well.
Nice.
Yes.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah. We are doing pretty well right now.
We're about 10K on ours?
Yep, 9,700.
One oil change.
One oil change. Yep. I don't know how much it costs because we told them to use points. I think the fender flares would have been a little more acceptable if they had called it a warthog. Raptor truck fenders are beautiful. Warthogs, not so much.
Yes, I can see that. Good point. John says he couldn't believe, because John's a local man. John says he couldn't believe how much snow we got here in Middle Tennessee last year.
I know, it was crazy.
I love it.
I did too. Johnny's
Car Care says, great call on the best top. Other than I'm not big on the fastback look. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I seen one in person a couple of days ago. One of the viewers, I was at one of our viewers' houses, and he has the fastback with his cactus gray and looks great. I like it. I do like the wavy doesn't bother us, the side windows. But I will say with the best top, the window does look a little bit bigger. So just more visibility would be nice.
Well, and I'll be honest, I saw, you all know, I'm in all these ladies groups. I actually saw in one of the ladies groups that they used the pipe insulation, the gray piping insulation, and they put it over the post in the back, and it pulled all of the wrinkling out of the window. Did you hear what I said?
Evo, let's I know, okay. I'm sorry. Let's get you on the show soon. I have lots of questions about your build. Anyways, go ahead. Once again,
welcome to Day in My Life.
Yes.
This is what happens. He tells me to talk and then
ladies
didn't hear you. Yeah, so actually in the ladies group, somebody had said that they used the pipe insulation that you can put like around copper pipes and stuff, and you put it around the pipe of the soft top in the back, and it pulls out all the wrinkles.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But they're there for a reason though, too. Let's be honest.
But I mean, if people wanted to.
Yeah. I wonder if that makes it a little more difficult to put back on when you take them off.
Maybe. Doll Harp Jr. says, do you guys know of any new options for 2023 since my wild truck may now get pushed into a new model year? I have too many options that prevent my once 2021 build for some time to come.
Well, Wild Track 3.0 is an option. The suspension, the Fox suspension that they're doing there, which I don't know that it's worth it. I think the cost of it, the only plus side is you're supposedly getting a different rack. So that's cool. And something I would have liked to talk to Buck Bronco about was his tie rods on those 40-inch tires.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as nothing that I've heard yet, I can't see them, honestly, any new options till at least 24. Far as like interior options, Lord knows they need actual rear heater vents would be nice. But yeah, I can't think of anything. I haven't heard anything. Hopefully, since we're members of a new organization for auto riders, that
Yeah, we'll actually get
get
with the
more
Ford
contact with
folks.
the official Ford, not
Mhm.
my insiders.
Cam Talks Tech says my build has the slide out tailgate. I haven't seen much talk about it. I wonder how many others have been scheduled with it.
Cam, that thing is badass.
Yeah.
That I wanted that from day one when I saw that, and of course they were like, "Well, no, that's going to be not till a 22 model." I'm like, "F you, Ford! Don't show me this shit I can't have." But no, I got to mess with that at Supercell East. They had it in the Everglades, and that tailgate, I thought it was going to be plastic, and it was not. It was metal, and it was easy to use to slide in and out of it. And I could see a lot of uses for at the beach. You just need a place to sit your behind. Gave you a nice little spot for that.
How often do you go to the beach?
I'm just doing uses.
Oh, okay.
Camping.
How often do you go
You need a
camping?
cook area. Off-roading. You need a place to put your bread and peanut butter.
How
that you like
often do you off road?
Well, here lately, not a lot. At the grocery.
Okay.
You need a little extra place to do something. I don't know, man. I'm trying to connect with our people. But no, the tailgate, I don't know what they cost. I want to say it was like $700, something like that.
Something like that. That sounds right.
Well worth it. Well worth it.
Adam says, has anyone powder coated the beauty rings that come with the Outer Banks Sasquatch instead of buying them? I know Luke with Lifestyle Off-Road, didn't he powder coat them?
He bedlined his.
Oh, I thought he powder coated.
So,
and he said they got beat out the first time.
So the downside to powder coating is, and if you plan on doing a lot of off-roading, wheels get scratched up off-roading. So if you powder coat them, they're this $400 or whatever. I don't know what powder coating costs. Whatever that costs you, you're risking getting all scratched up. And bedliner comes in a lot of different colors now too, but he bedlined his just solid black, and they look great. Just make sure prep is everything with bedliner. Make sure you get a lot of alcohol on those rings. Clean them up real nice because oils from the road get on them, and it'll stick forever.
Bronco 78 says, at the softball field. You got me there.
See?
You got me there.
Thank you.
No, it's
Thank you, Craig.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
For real? For real, yo.
I went there.
Word.
All right, couple more. We got time for a few more.
I don't have any more.
What?
Not right now.
They went quiet?
Yeah.
It was the tailgate that killed it.
It was. You did it. You did it.
Let's see. What do we get?
Oh, were you going to talk about your new addition to the shelf back there, or were you going to wait till somebody noticed it? What you brought up tonight? You just going to leave it?
What are you talking about?
What you brought up tonight?
I don't know what I brought up tonight.
What you brought up tonight?
No. Talk about it. You might as well now.
No, it's fine. Nope, it's done.
All right, so I order before we get gear on our Teespring page. I like to pre-order things, so I pre-ordered this mug, which the logo is a little big. Granted,
we pre-ordered this one,
and the logo is a little bit big on there, and we cleaned up the logo a little bit, and they were on the site for a little bit. I ordered some new beer steins, or I don't know. That's not really a beer stein.
No, that's just a cup.
Just a beer glass. And they sent us the wrong. It had my name on the package.
It did.
And they sent this. It says WRF,
which I had to Google.
And then it says, what does that say there, Kelly?
Bringing wildlife back to America's parks and forests.
So we got the wrong mug, and it was an ordeal to get the right mug sent to us.
It wasn't that much of an ordeal. They just wanted pictures, and they wanted to say, okay, I'll send it to you at no cost. Is that okay? And I'm like,
yeah,
of course it's okay.
So part of their mistake is now in the background.
Yeah. So that's the new addition. Welcome to the Boyds, Life of the Boyds. It's kind of the
Like what else? I'm gonna buy some new batteries for that.
I'm gone in 60 seconds says, I forgot the name of the channel, but I've seen a Bronco on YouTube that got the hard top vinyl wrapped in white. I'd love to look at his video again.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that one.
I mean, you know, there was a lot of people saying you can't wrap those tops, and I've seen enough where people are doing it. So now, how long does it stick on there? That who knows? But
Right.
yeah. Terrence says I have not gotten a build date
I
yet.
was
Am I
just
at
gonna say.
23? I don't know just yet, Terrence, because they're building all the way to November this time around. So it's not the screw up of December like they did last year, which kind of pissed a lot of people off. But they are building to November. So we got a lot of time left, and we're just now getting into August build dates.
Yeah.
So you got a couple months left. I mean, at this point, if I got into, we talked about this. We got ours in November 28th, wasn't it?
Say what?
Of
What was the
21.
question?
We got our Bronco late November of 21.
November 19th is when it arrived, or 18th is when it arrived. We picked it up on the 20th.
Okay. So kind of was like pissy about it. Like, I might as well gotten a 22 at this point. But as hard as they were to come by in our color issues, okay, we accept that. I don't know if it was say I'm ordering a black one. If I'm like, well, just F it. I'd rather have a 23, you know? I mean, at that point, because you always want, even though it's just a number, they haven't changed much of anything.
Right.
You still kind of the appeal to get the newest number on yours. So I don't know, man. I don't know whether I'd like to wait or not.
Cam Talks Tech asked, do you guys think closing the order banks helped drastically speed up production? My personal opinion is yes.
Yes.
I think it really did, because you're not putting more and more and more on there, because the problem that was happening, and we saw it left and right in all these groups, that people were ordering and they were getting build dates in like 3 weeks because they were ordering such either base trucks, or they got lucky and their dealership had an allocation waiting to be built. So yeah, slowed it or sped it up drastically is my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think it was a smart move. I think they learned with the Maverick. The Maverick was the first issue they had with trying to solve this problem, where they shut the order banks down. Well, Johnny's Car Care and Reviews knows this. And I kept waiting, and I think I'd had some videos or live streams. I talked about it where I was like, why are they not doing this for Bronco? And I think it has, and I think it was smart that they did it. I think they waited too long to do it. But I think this year, if they were to, and enthusiasts are going to find this out, if they said, okay, our order banks are going to open from August till March. So if you want a Bronco at 23, get in there, because there's already people waiting for, I mean, we know some people that reordered a second Bronco, and they're probably liable to be 23s yet. So Andy.
Oh, Andy, welcome
sir.
in, and
I haven't
thank
seen
you,
in a
sir.
while, man. I was looking for a message. I was rereading, I think, your last message on Patreon, Andy, and it made me chuckle today. But no, I think definitely, I think order banks, and I think this is here to stay. I think that I think the Bronco is going to be one of those vehicles that they can, for the next 5 to 10 years, be like, you got to order it
because they just need to set the tone.
Yeah. Well, that, and there's
so. Do you think it's this is how many we're going to build this year? So do you think they're going to set a cap on it and say the first?
No, not a cap per se.
So if you want a chance at a 2021, or 2024, for example.
Yeah, because they don't, with F-150, they don't cap it. They're not like, hey, we're only building 200,000 this year.
Well, I'm just saying, like, to set the tone of, like, you have to be the first 100,000 to say
they want to see
growth,
like any business. They want to see growth every year.
Oh, for sure.
So, but no, I do think they will cap a date. Now, how many orders get in there? They can't control that, because dealers start promoting, calling, hey, order banks are open.
Right.
There's going to be a bunch of those phone calls. Order banks are open. If you want one, let's get in. But yes, I do agree. 12,000 a month is not growth. But Ford at some point is going to have to make a rough decision with Bronco about, I know they revamped that plant to build Bronco there, but it either needs to be just a Bronco plant and move Ranger somewhere else. And unfortunately, the way things are going, Ranger would probably go to Mexico. But they need to do something like that with and just that plant wasn't. I think they didn't know the demand. I knew they knew it was going to be a hot vehicle, but they didn't understand that. I mean, if you go drive by Jeep Toledo, that plant is freaking huge, and they do a handful of vehicles, and that's it. And it's primarily Wrangler,
Right.
so they really need to probably a new modern plant for that, which they're not going to do. So revamp Matt to make it strictly a Bronco plant, and I think it'd be all right.
So Andy leads a good segue for a short conversation, I guess. So Andy says, my dealer sent me a Ford battery jumpstart, even though I already got my Bronco. So with that being said, let us know in the comments, what's something that your dealership gave you in swag, whether it be after you got your Bronco or to say, hey, I'm so sorry your order's taking so long, or thanks for ordering with us. What's something that you got from your dealership? Because I'm going to tell you, we got zero. We got zilch, nada. Didn't get anything. Not that I'm whining about it, but I do think that there were some.
We got from Ford.
Well, I mean, from Ford, but I'm talking. Andy said he got it from his dealership. And
Yeah,
some
no,
of the stuff I'm seeing from people's dealerships,
Who
I'm
was
like,
it?
dang.
Somebody sent us something the other day where they got a
Yeah,
cooler.
it was a whole kit and everything.
Was it Gone in 60 maybe? He got a cooler, jump pack, all this stuff.
Maybe. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was super cool.
Yeah, no, and I guarantee you, our dealership, trust me, I went in there the other day, got the cold shoulder. So they ain't sending shit to us.
No. So Bronco bag and coffee mug before arrival. Nothing from the dealer, just the flag from Ford. 42,000 points mobile. Okay. Yep. Hasn't gotten anything. Pavement ends, nothing. Brock says still waiting. Cam says X-Plan if that counts. Dealer swag, nothing. Calendar flag, jumpstart.
Johnny.
Actually, I paid $63,000 for a Bronco bag and coffee mug and got a free Bronco Badlands.
Hey, that's a hell of a deal, man.
That is a hell of a deal. Night, Dirk. Thanks for joining.
Yes, sir.
I know you're an early riser. We did get a for sale picture of our Bronco on Facebook, and that post is still there.
I need to print that and put it back here.
We totally need to.
Yeah. It's still on Facebook.
Yeah. We actually met a lady this weekend at Cars and Coffee, and she said, was your Bronco in the showroom at the dealership? And I said, yep, for about 12 hours, 18 hours maybe. She goes, I actually saw it. She said, I had not seen one in person. And my husband was like, hey, they have one in their dealership. Let's go look. And they went and looked at our Bronco in the dealership.
Keep your dirty paws off my Bronco.
Right. Good night, Jeffrey. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we do need to print that off.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. The pavement ends now says nothing from Ford either. In fact, I had to pay ransom for a hammock on eBay.
Wow.
That's crazy. Johnny says I paid for my second Bronco bag and coffee mug, full MSRP, but got the Outer Banks for free.
Johnny knows how to get them deals.
Right? Mobile Moto says wrap your Bronco in the showroom for sale photo.
They finger banged your Bronco. Bang, bang.
Kyle says Nada from the dealership got all the Ford promos up to the calendar, but got a September 21 Bronco, so no complaints.
Right.
Yeah, I think the last thing we got was the calendar. Was that the last thing?
I think so.
We got the hammock, and then we got the flag.
Yeah,
the flag I think was the last thing.
Awesome viewer.
Yes.
Send us these.
Tokarski. Yeah.
These were
super limited edition.
Yes. Freaking. So you get a Bronco Sport, you get the 2-door, and you get a 4-door. You can see that or not. Those are never leaving my sight.
Nope.
He was super nice. What was it? He's an architect.
Yeah, Tokarski. Yeah. He joins the live sometimes.
Yeah, sent us a nice letter with stays with that.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Very nice of him to send us that. So we have everything as far as official swag, I think.
Yeah. So Cam, it actually was to reservation holders, and I don't know the rhyme or reason because there are lots of people that got nothing. So you didn't need to sign up for any of the swag. It just kind of showed up. It just showed up at your house.
It was a thank you to from Ford of kind of the wait. Now, somebody asked me the other day, I think on Instagram, they're like, do you think Ford's going to send anything else out? And I'm just like, I don't think so. I think at this point, they're just like, sorry.
They're letting you go to Bronco off rodeo
Yeah, for
for
$400
for one for free.
ish. Let's be
I know.
Let's be
I
honest.
know. I know.
So what was it like for you to sign up for that? Kind of it don't go in because it's the women's thing you're doing, but what was it like for you to? Was it a pain in the ass to sign up, or because I have once again, if you're new to this, obviously if you buy a Bronco, you get a free.
Now, if you reserve one,
yes.
you don't. Not if you just buy one, you don't actually get the reservation. Or you don't
but
actually
you
get
get
it
to
right
go
now.
to one of the off rodeos, and
S-
they let you drive it and kind of teach you all the cool things about it.
So actually, for mine, it was a little different because I signed up through the ladies'
Mhm.
link. Otherwise, I would have done it on the website. So the ladies' link had a hey, put your interest in, and then I got an email about 24 hours later that said, hey, we've got you registered for such and such date. Here's your invoice, or here, fill out this form. I think it was, yeah, he'll fill out this form, like, here's your guest, here's blah 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 blah. And then they sent me an invoice within 24 hours and then said, hey, this invoice needs to be paid within 48 hours or we're canceling your reservation.
So it's
So it's
no,
but it was a lot really quick because you have to pay up front and then they give you the
right
refund back.
Why free? Well, so part of the reservation, and I think the reservation is including that you were going to buy it in the Bronco, is they give you they have one in Austin, Texas. I know it doesn't like to be called Austin, but it is.
It's Horseshoe Cave.
Las Vegas,
Moab,
Connecticut, and Moab are the 4 places you
New
can
Hampshire,
go.
not Connecticut.
Wherever. Somewhere that way. That you can go and you get a day's worth of training. They put you in a Bronco. They kind of talk about all the features. You actually do off-roading with it. They have good instructors that kind of show you, here's the cool things about this. It's teaching people who may not have any experience, kind of proper technique. And if you do have some experience, it's showing you the features that you may not understand about the way all the goat modes and stuff.
Yeah,
work.
but I think the question is why quote unquote free? Because because you have to pay first and then you get refunded back or vouchered out. And then if you want to take a guest, it costs you for your guest. It also costs you to get wherever you want to go. And they feed you at the event itself. And you drive their Bronco, but that's the extent. Like you have to get there.
Add insurance.
Yes, I did. I added the $75 insurance for us to cover our butts.
So if you wreck their Bronco,
yeah,
which is,
but it only covers up to $3,000 worth of damage, is what I found in the fine print.
You're the fine print queen, though.
Yeah. So I thought.
So yeah, so there's why it's in the quotes, because you probably still end up paying $1,000.
Yeah. So rumblings are that they're trying to get through reservation holders first before they open it up to Bronco, either second owners or non-reservation holder Bronco owners, and open it back up to people that have already gone to a Bronco off rodeo, in addition to opening it up to anybody that just wants to go. Because I was actually talking this weekend about what an amazing marketing tool for somebody that's on the fence about buying a Bronco. You go to this off rodeo event, you pay to go, so it's not costing Ford anything. You pay your entrance fee,
right?
You go test it out, and you go, this is a perfect vehicle for me, or this isn't really for me. And then you turn around and you've sold a vehicle. What an amazing marketing experience.
Yeah.
Genius.
I think Jeep did this a little bit. I think they've had some stuff they've done in the past, but I don't know if it's current. But hey, also, as we wind the ship down, hey, we have a link to our membership at the very top of or I don't know how it's.
I don't know how it's looking now.
I see it there, but it's pinned there. It's a $5 a month membership that we have. It helps support the channel. After 2 months, we send a lanyard. We're still working out the bugs for a year, 6 month, year thing. We haven't figured this out. We're flying by the seat of our pants on some of this, but believe it or not, $5 a month helps support the channel, and we greatly appreciate any help we get. It's free content either way. whether you support us or not, at least support us with a like. That helps quite a bit too. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to us. We would appreciate that. We're not just Bronco, we're Bronco enthusiasts. So we cover Bronco quite a bit, probably more than most normal off-road or not off-road automotive channels would, just because we like the silly thing. But just wanted to throw that out there. What?
Andy Ackerman says, there's also Patreon, but don't expect Dave to talk to you.
Andy, that's the problem with Patreon is I don't, it's a pain in the butt, honestly, Andy. This works because it's easy for me to point people.
He needs to learn new tech is what he's trying to say.
No, I've had Patreon for a couple of years.
I know, but you've not figured out how to use it is what I'm saying.
Well, I know how to use it. I know what it does. It's just, it's another page I have to go to in my day. So I know, Andy, I'm a bad person on Patreon. I apologize.
So Cam Talks Tech says, my understanding was that all Bronco owners could sign up. So I actually just looked it up on their website to confirm. And the very first question is, who is eligible to attend Bronco Off-Rodeo? Customers who have ordered a qualifying 2021 or newer Bronco, Bronco Sport Badlands, or Bronco Sport First Edition are eligible to attend Bronco Off-Rodeo.
Can you share that?
I guess I can. It's not as easy on here. Let me see. Give me just a second, guys, and I'll share it and show you.
Looky there. Maybe. There you go.
Yeah. So there you go. So customers who have ordered a qualifying 2021 or newer Bronco or Bronco Sport Badlands, Bronco Sport First Edition are eligible to attend.
Wow. So only the Bronco Sport Badlands?
Yeah, because they're not equipped otherwise.
Okay.
So that's why. So the First Edition or the Badlands are the only ones that can go at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Credit is available to the vehicle owner, which is funny because I was told that they were going to question, like, because you were actually the reservation holder. They didn't even ask. They just asked who the reservation was under.
The VIN, right?
They didn't even ask for that. They just asked for first and last name of the reservation holder.
Okay. Well,
and I guess because we share the same last name, maybe they.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know, but
sounds like a little hole
that's how you register
in the system there.
Yeah. Or maybe they just know our names and know that we're associated with one another.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe Shelby pushed it through or something.
I don't know how it works.
I don't know. But yeah, so as it says there, for those who don't own a qualifying Bronco, information on the reservation availability and cost will be announced. Stay tuned for details. So we've actually been told that's my order was originally. Yes, I would say if it was
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you guys can find out more about.
And if you're new to off-roading, I think it's worth it. I've kind of pooed on it a little bit just because when I wanted Kelly to learn firearms, I sent her somewhere to get trained. I'm not the guy. I'm too old school with this. I learned to doing it because of just dumb redneck that just learned to off-road and stuff.
It's a true story.
So I would rather, like, I sent Kelly to it. I'm kind of happy that she's going to get some training by people that's not me. I think I've done a pretty good job in helping you get into the world, and but you might bring some new tricks back.
Oh, I'm totally gonna bring some new tricks back, and then you won't listen to me.
Better bring me a cool hat or something back,
and then you won't even listen to me. That's what'll happen. Exactly. See what happens. G. Williker says you need to be doing some feet pics.
Some what?
Feet pics.
Feet. Oh no, that's our OnlyFans. That I do pay attention to, let me tell you.
I'm gone in 60 seconds says, I've driven Mustangs all my life. The Bronco off-rodeo taught me so much and hooked me on the Bronco and off-roading at the same time.
Nice. And I assume you still have it, a pretty badass Mustang.
Yeah, I would say.
All right, final call for questions or comments. Let us know. I've sent the Discord link in there, and I'm going to do it again. And because I haven't pushed this in a while, and you guys have been actually using Discord, the ones that know about it. So Discord, if you don't know, is I don't even know how it's a chat. I don't know how you describe it really. It's a post pictures, chats. We have a tech talk section. We have a general talk section. You guys can talk to each other. It's not I moderate it along with a couple others, but yeah, I don't really, as long as you're not hate speech or something ridiculous, you guys talk about what you want to talk about in there. But the Discord I'd like to see this get a little bit bigger. You guys take off, put your mods, whatever you do to it, talk about it in there, man. We greatly appreciate the communities, what we're trying to build with that. And that's not even just if you have cars. I don't care what it is. It's not strictly Bronco. Much like our channel, it's not strictly Bronco. So tomorrow night we have Overlanding for Fun. Tim Bronco Santa will be along with me, and I'm not sure exactly what the topic is just yet. It's a couple things I'm watching, seeing if anything breaks more. Obviously, the Nissan Titan is dying. That will be somewhat of a talk because another full-size truck, we're losing options. So part of, just environmental plus people not buying the vehicle. Anything else in there, Kelly?
Nope. That's it.
Well, we appreciate everybody. I appreciate our guest Bucked Bronco for being on the show. And it's kind of bummer he had such an issue.
I know.
Power issues and all that. But go check out his channel. I gotta look.
Yep, I didn't look and I need to. I should have looked.
I've got to see where
I shut it down.
Yeah, where is you guys were epic for me tonight with
there
that.
It is right there.
Yeah. Buck has 402 subs
and he started
now.
with 366.
Yep. So you guys went crazy for him, man. And that's the power of this community. He seems like a really good guy. So it's pretty fun. Pretty fun to see that happen. You guys really back somebody like that. So we got some off-roading coming up actually with the Bronco. We were supposed to do Nemo's Tunnel, but that's been closed, I've heard, which is kind of a bummer. Heart. We've never got to do that.
We've been offered many times, but we've never actually gotten over there.
So I do plan on getting the Bronco out in the next couple of weeks. There'll obviously be some videos coming on that. We have I've got the exhaust. There'll be a short exhaust video that we did.
Terrible.
A lot of busted knuckles and cussing in it. So other than that,
I was sore the whole next day.
Yep. Any breaking news, obviously we will post it on here. There's Ranger talk coming, so you'll see that more and more. And we got a new ZR2 at the end of the month. GM is dropping their the new Colorado /Canyon. So I'm excited to talk about that. So Kelly, take us out. What do we got here?
I didn't get to bring us in, but I get to take us out.
Don't be an asshole.
All right, guys, you know what it is. Whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, it does not matter what you drive as long as you're talking Broncos tonight on Bronco Talk Live. Thanks for joining, guys. See you later.
Peace.